bucks. Oh, big elbow from DC. Oh my God, Daniel Cormier just knocked out Steve Miocic. Steve Miocic is completely unconscious. The referee is waking him up. Daniel Cormier is the heavyweight champion of the world. Are you fucking kidding me?
MMA with friends, yeah. MMA with friends, we punching with the wind. You gotta understand, we floating like a bee and stinging like Ali. You understand this ring, get knocked out in them things. We undefeated, we the champs of the world. We really taking over, not worried about no girls. And you can understand how it really gotta be. And when we kick that fist in, you gon' really see, huh? Hey, put your heart and your soul in this game. When you step in this ring, don't be a lame. Everybody destined for a clout, man, fame. I don't understand, but we boxing in the rain. Boxing in the rain, knocking in the field. Yeah, I got that Snoop flow, I gotta stay ill. Everybody thinking about everything else, but when we in this ring, you gon' beg for some help. Cause I MMA with friends, we did it all again. We back in this game, we back just to win. We came to take over, got a kick-ass theme song on the way for show. A kick-ass game, man, we really got the flow. Yeah, we boxing out. If you understand, then you know just what I'm talking about. And we not trying to lose, trying to really win. MMA with friends, yeah, we did that shit again. And yeah, I'm back like I never left. And I'm back cause I don't need no book off of stuff to tell me where I'm really, really at. MMA with friends, that's how I act.
Oh my God, Masvidal, it's all over! Whoa! Masvidal! Man, it's like you got knocked the fuck out! Jorge Masvidal just knocked the world!
Hot boy.
That was incredible.
You just probably the fastest knockout in the history of mixed martial arts! What's going on, Fights with Friends? Here we are. It is UFC Donald Cerrone versus Justin Gaethje. We've been waiting for this one for a minute. This was announced so far back, it's almost kind of seemed to get buried, which is amazing because it's such an incredible fight. I mean, two guys that are just going to come in here and go to war. You know, Donald Cerrone said it. Donald Cerrone said, we're going to give you what you want. Said, yes, I'm going to go in there. We're going to stand toe-to-toe and till someone falls or the final bell rings. And Justin Gaethje just looked at Donald Cerrone at the weigh-in. You know, they were former training partners. And Donald Cerrone was kind of trying to buddy-buddy with him. And I think Gaethje kind of caught on to that. And he looks at Donald Cerrone as Cerrone's grabbing him. And he said, just so you know, on Saturday, September 14th, he said, you will see no familiar faces. You will see no friends, and you will go through hell. And I think that was incredibly smart of Justin Gaethje, even though he's not given a lot of credit for his, you know, fight IQ, talk IQ, whatever you want to say. He knows that Cowboy, when he's comfortable with somebody, when he's comfortable with somebody, like when he fought Alex Cowboy Oliveira, he was very comfortable in that fight. Sorry, I just got off of work a little while ago, and you know, the hair doesn't stand through perfect through 12 hours of work, just 10 hours today. But no, I think that was incredibly intelligent of Gaethje, and he does not want Cowboy to be comfortable in there. Cowboy does not like you know, somebody to mess with him, somebody to talk smack, and Nate Diaz is the only one that got in his head. I'm not saying Gaethje's in his head, but Gaethje definitely didn't want him to think, hey, we're just coming in here as friends, because that seems to make Cowboy very, very, very comfortable. But Canadians don't mind. Canadians love Cowboys. There's some good fights on here, though. Nikita Krylov versus Glover Teixeira. That's going to be a banger. Marcin Tybura is on here. The main card is pretty killer. The main card and the main event of the prelims. Pretty damn killer. Augusto Sakai versus Marcin Teixeira. Misha Cirkunov versus Jimmy Crute. That's really going to be a banger. Antonio Carlos Jr. versus Uriah Hall. A lot of people are picking a Hall for the upset on that one. And there was a lot of strange, really strange odds to come out. And I kind of mentioned this. Anybody that, you know, seen my video this morning, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but Wyatt came to me and he said, hey, man, he messaged me right away because he's seen the odds before I did. He's like, am I crazy? Am I drunk? Am I dreaming? What's going on with these odds? Because you see Marcin Tybura, I mean, he was like a 2.5 to 1 underdog. Augusto Sakai, yeah, I mean, he's okay. Not 2.5 to 1. And then to see Misha Cirkunov was almost a 3 to 1 underdog versus Jimmy Crute opening up. Was absolutely crazy. Glover Teixeira, a favorite, was a pretty large favorite over Nikita Krylov. And I think Krylov beats Teixeira. I think Cirkunov wins. And excuse me. And I think Krylov wins. They did it if I say go or no. In my dream, I would say no and spring. Oh, geez. ESPN Plus, you have to stream it through the app. Yep. Don't tell those killers to fight each other. It's Horsey Kong looking for Donkey Kong. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, this is going to be a great freaking card. Main cards going to start tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific. They never announced this right. They got it listed as 5 p.m. Eastern tonight. They got it listed as Eastern on ESPN Plus, and then he's saying Pacific. So, but this is going to be incredible. Not buzz killing. What the hell are you babbling about? Oh, people getting drunk already. Not buzz killing. Oh, jeez. Oh, that is great. Hopefully you're not too smashed already. But bantamweight prospect Smith and Johns coming up here. But what about what's going on in the world of boxing, guys? Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, will be fighting after this. It is rumored, of course, that, you know, the hated one used to be the notorious one, the hated one. People don't even want you to talk about him anymore. I'm going to talk about him for a minute. Of course, notorious Conor McGregor. It's rumored that he would fight the winner of this fight. But Tony Ferguson and Khabib Nurmagomedov is set. Khabib looked excellent against Dustin Poirier. And, I mean, Dustin, a lot of people are acting like Dustin got dominated, like Dustin did worse than, you know, what Conor did. I mean, yeah, he didn't make it as far, but he rocked Khabib. He actually hit him. He struck him. Gaethje versus Cowboy is going to be a barn burner. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No, I'm good. Thanks, 7. Wilder hit him hard. Yes, and in boxing, just to wrap up, Deontay Wilder is coming back to face Dominic Breazeale very, very soon. The heavyweight picture is going to look, I don't know if it's going to look a lot clearer or even muggier by the end of the year. But speaking of muggy, last week's UFC was in Abu Dhabi, and they were fighting in that kind of makeshift tent arena. They were saying it was, it was hot. It was miserable just to sit in there. Much less fight. Oh, Ortiz versus Wilder, you mean? Thank you. Yes, Luis Ortiz versus Wilder 2. Dominic Breazeale was Wilder's last opponent. That's going to be an incredible fight. For those of you that don't remember the first fight, look up the first fight. Deontay Wilder came off of his back twice to get up and knock out Luis Ortiz. That guy is an absolute stud. I don't care how old he is. The dude is a maniac. And Deontay Wilder cannot look past him for a second. He barely walked out of there undefeated. Barely. I mean, he's never been hurt like that. Then you got Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua in Saudi Arabia before the end of the year. God, I hope they have a better situation with the cage there and the stadium than they did in Abu Dhabi. That was an absolute embarrassment for, a city that's supposed to be one of the richest cities in the world. The thing is, they're basically for rich people. It's where rich people go to do stupid stuff with their money. And the stupidest thing there was that damn stadium. Guys are on such a high level of punching and ducking. Yep. Wilder is a beast. Yes, I agree. Wilder, it's hard. It's hard between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And that makes it hard for me because I really like both of these guys so much. I really do. Of course, Wilder for that Thor hammer that he brings down on people. Tyson Fury for being that defensive wizard he is. And then the story behind Tyson Fury, the comeback. Everybody knows he was up over 400 pounds, tried to commit suicide, addicted to cocaine. Came back, took Deontay Wilder to a draw, donated his $9 million purse to charity. Not just $1 million or $2 million. I've never heard of anybody donating their entire purse that was millions of dollars to charity. He's like, I don't want any of the money. Take all of it. How can you not like that guy? And then Deontay Wilder, a humble guy, gives the credit to a higher power. And man, he's... I think with that power, if you want to call it God-given, I think he's turned a few atheists into believers with that jackhammer. He's got an absolute bomb. I have been training Mo Scream TV. I've been training my cardio the most. And that's basically what I have time for. I can go 25 rounds because I'm just killing it on the cardio. I know what I needed to do. I needed to shock my body. I know my body. I've been in trainings like this. It's lighter weights, very high reps, and then just hours and hours of, very intense stair climber, elliptical, bike, and then rounds on the bag. Just 100%. Just boom, boom, boom. And, pushing yourself through, pulling those things out of your mind, pulling the good experiences, the bad experiences, everything out of your mind through training to just not break. And it's been a good experience. Bomb Squad. Yes. I love the Bomb Squad. Cardio equals 24 MDs in bed. Oh, I used to bike all over. Cycling's awesome. I'm gonna get my bike fixed back up. Anyways, hey friends, what time is the main event for Cerrone versus Gaethje? The main card starts in 45 minutes, so they'll probably walk down to the cage sometime in between 6:30 and 7:30. Cerrone can lose as much as he wants. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Sometimes I think they want my take. All right. If Cerrone loses, he will likely become a gatekeeper. What's up, Rob Hyman in the house? Here's the thing. It's like Cerrone lost his last fight against Tony Ferguson. Of course, you know, it ended after 2 rounds. It may have been a round apiece. It may have been 2 rounds to Tony. It's hard to say. I'm not going to argue with that. But this is how much people love Donald Cerrone. Dana White loves Donald Cerrone. UFC loves Donald Cerrone so much because he fights so often that he's always, I would say, 2 wins away from a shot at a championship. 2 big wins. If he wins tonight against Gaethje, I believe he gets a big fight. And if he wins that fight, he gets the title shot. I think if he wins tonight, he will take on, you know, if Conor's ready, Conor. If it's the winner of Nate versus Jorge, then let that be it. But I think he fights in an eliminator for the winner, to take on the winner of Khabib versus Ferguson if he wins tonight. And Gaethje, man, he is right there. If he wins tonight, he has as good an argument as any, I believe, to take the winner of Khabib versus Ferguson. And Khabib says he only wants a few more. A few more, and he's thinking about retiring. Do you think that a bloody elbow was in DJ's corner or DP's corner? DP would have been a much better chance against Can. I don't know. You got this. Keep up the hard work. Pacquiao Mayweather 2 negotiations in Japan. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, well, I mean, Pacquiao's looked good at 40 years old. Mayweather hasn't done anything for a long time. Am I the only one that's kind of a little bit disgusted by that fight, though? I mean, they took our money once. Am I the only one that says, stop, you got us once, but you're not going to get us again? That's it. And I just don't want the fight to be scheduled. I'm not saying I'm not going to watch it. If they fight, I'm probably going to watch it. If it's a big fight, I like fight history. I am fight obsessed. So yeah, I'm probably going to watch it. But it's not the fight I'd like to see scheduled. Cerrone Felder would be awesome. That is a really good fight. I say if Gaethje gets through, if Gaethje beats Cerrone, I say Cerrone fights Felder. Cerrone fights Felder. Gaethje fights the winner of Ferguson versus Khabib. And Conor McGregor is left, you know, on the outside looking in without an opponent. And I don't think that would hurt too many people's feelings. So I said, winner of Cowboy Gaethje needs to fight the winner of Diaz Masvidal, undisputed BMF. What are sports? No, Felder lost that fight versus Edson. I agree with you. I thought Edson Barbosa won it as well, Chris. And if they want to do it again, if they're going to do a third fight right out of the gate, go for it. You know, I like it. Heard McGregor and Barbosa. Oh, McGregor. No, I think that's a horrible matchup for McGregor. Well, I mean, that's somebody. That's a really fun fight now that I think about it. I mean, Cerrone. Conor has that pinpoint accuracy, has the boxing. If he can get himself back in good fighting shape and his timing back, assuming he's still hungry, I'm not so sure he is. And Edson Barbosa just eats you up with those leg kicks. Conor is pretty damn good at checking leg kicks, though. He's pretty good at leg kicks himself. Man, that's a very good fight. I don't think they ever did. Katona win. He just fought a second ago. I wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure, though. Sorry. Enlighten me. I'm trying to figure out what is true. What do you mean what is true? What is... Katona lost. Cerrone chokes in the spotlight. You know, he didn't last time. I want to talk about something. I want to talk about this BMF belt. So... the first thing I thought of was, this is fucking stupid. Nate Diaz saying, let's fight for the baddest motherfucker belt. That was genius. Now, Dana White was saying, we want to make a belt. We want to make a BMF belt for this fight. Now, immediately I thought, this is really dumb. That's... just really cheapens this. These are two guys that, you know, go against the commercial grain, all of this, and you're going to put out this BMF belt. You're just going to make this belt up out of thin air and act like there's some legitimacy to it. I don't really like this. And then I started thinking about it. And Snake Plissken is onto something. You guys are fucking smart. Look at the big brains on Zoltan. And Snake, what's going on, Diego Velazquez? It's like the money belt. That's the idea. Dana White said that he would not put out a 165-pound belt as long as he was in power. He's said a lot of things, though. When you're in that position, you have to say a lot of things. You say a lot of things, you change your mind a lot, and I am going to be calling the fights after this next one. I am going to be calling Marcin. I'm calling Marcin Tybura, and Augusto Sakai, and then we'll do the whole main card. But I wanted to talk about this first, and then Dana White goes out there and he said, and puts it in this case. This is genius. You put it in a case and you bring it out, and I've been thinking about this, and I'm glad I'm not the only one that was thinking about this. And you say, okay, inside here is the BMF belt, and you pull it out in the middle of the cage, and Dana White pulls it out, and it's the brand new UFC 165-pound championship belt. And he puts the belt around the inaugural winner, the winner of Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal. And then the winner fights George St. Pierre. Actually, here's let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Check this out. I am streaming the reaction. I am going to be calling. So check this out. This is what's actually should happen. This is what I would do if I was these guys. If Nate Diaz beats Jorge Masvidal, he gets the 165-pound strap. Where you at, George? Where you at? The storyline is written. GSP beat Nick Diaz. There was some controversy around there, some things with IV, whatever. Nate Diaz fighting George St. Pierre to get revenge for his brother. Great, right? Great storyline. I love the fight. I think Nate Diaz matches up well against GSP. And at 165 pounds, I think it's a beautiful fight. I think it's absolutely incredible. I don't believe they do. Main card starts in 35 minutes. But follow me here for a minute. If Jorge Masvidal wins, he becomes the new 165-pound champion. And everybody's thinking Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman, Tyron Woodley. Who does he call out? He doesn't call anybody out. he doesn't call a damn person out. Because the Diaz brothers run the show on this entire game, and here's why. What needs to happen if Jorge Masvidal wins that belt is Nick Diaz needs to come into the cage and confront Jorge Masvidal and say he wants to fight him for the BMF, for the 165-pound title, to get revenge for his brother. Either way, it's a revenge fight. It sells 1.5 million pay-per-views, and I just think it's great marketing. And now I will address your comments. Don't think Dana has the balls for that. He made this fight quickly, though. I mean, say what you will about Dana in the UFC and boxing. Somebody calls somebody out, and how long is it before these guys actually fight? The managers talk. The promoters talk. These guys have 3-4 fights in between. We're waiting years, like Pacquiao Mayweather. Rematch of Fury versus Wilder. Nate Diaz calls out Jorge Masvidal and says, I want that guy. The UFC, they're watching the polls. They were watching our poll. I'm sure. I had a poll on Twitter and a poll on here. Who do you want to see Nate Diaz fight next? I think it was Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal, and I can't remember who the other one was even on there. 89% of you said Jorge Masvidal. And I'm sure he went out and he looked at these, and right away he said, yeah, we're going to make that fight. So kudos to him for that. So who says he won't do it again? Introduce the 65-pound title, would bring up numbers, which is a good thing. I think so too. And do you really think that the 175-pounders, or that the 170-pound champion, that's really going to hurt his feelings to not have to cut 5 more pounds? When you got guys that are 170, and this is what it's going to help too, is you have guys that are 170 and they don't want to go up to 185. You had Darren Till cutting a ridiculous amount of weight, who looks incredibly ripped right now, by the way. Cutting a tremendous amount of weight, though, because he didn't want to jump that 15 pounds. Every 10 pounds is much more doable. And in the lighter weights, eventually, I even like, some maybe 7-pound kind of increments. Let's do, you got 155. I don't know, 145, 152. I guess it'd be kind of hard. And I don't know if we want to do 5, but for some reason I just like 7 pounds. Is that Billy Hughes I see in here? Did I see Billy Hughes in here? Oh, no. Yep, there it is. What's up, Billy? How's it going, man? Nate has no chance against GSP. Yeah, I don't know about all that, man. He's been away for a while. Winner of Masvidal leapfrogs Covington. Could be Covington doesn't want to fight. Covington, I don't know what his deal is, but he wants more money. And I got to say, Jorge Masvidal hit the nail on the head. Covington is not a draw. I know some of you like Colby Covington. I know Zoltan likes him. Colby Covington is not a draw. I like that he's a good fighter now. He's backed it up with that. But from the beginning, when he started trash talking for the point of trash talking, a lot of people were like, oh, I just want to see this guy get his ass beat. I said, I just want to see this guy go away. And I'm not saying I want to see him go away now. I think he's earned the title shot, and I think he should get it eventually. But I don't believe in giving attention just for, being negative. Now Colby has done enough on his own merit to deserve a title shot. So that's fair. How close is Tony versus Khabib deal signed? Tired of all the talk. Managers are waiting. You got Ali Abdulaziz, the agent of Khabib Nurmagomedov. He said they just signed a new deal and they're completely happy. I don't see the money being a problem with Tony. Ali was the big wild card in my mind, so I think that fight is scheduled pretty quickly. I think these guys have to fight. They have to fight before next March or April because Khabib doesn't fight during Ramadan. When is the next Ramadan? So next year's Ramadan starts April 24th. So that fight's got to happen, I would think, sometime before April. That gives us quite a while. That gives us, that gives us 7 months. That's plenty of time, should be plenty of time to make that fight happen. BMF or Baddest Gangster is too WWE and anti-Disney. So maybe, yep, I think it'd be sweet. Dana would love to kill welterweight after all the issues. Oh, man. This fight is boring. That's why I'm not calling this one Smith & Johns. Yeah, it's, I already knew this fight wasn't going to be that great. GSP is not the athlete he once was. I agree. That's why I say Nate has a shot. It's a one-off novelty belt for fun. It's not going to be a legitimate title. Go watch the footage. Move 170 to 175. Yep, absolutely, Billy. What's going on, Isaac Cassandra? How's it going? John Jones with the big news. What's up, D. Brown? What's going on? Billy, I bet Khabib versus Tony will be the New Year's Eve pay-per-view. Oh, that would be great. That would be incredible because... What's up, Peter Ordinary in the house? Because they've got to do something big, I think, for New Year's. 1FC's doing something big. And Bellator is looking to do a co-promotion with Ryzen. Both promotions said that they want to do something on New Year's Eve. Plus, you got the PFL $1 Million Championship cranking off on New Year's Eve. Everybody getting $1 million. That's coming back next month. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. UFC wants to get a piece of that. They could really, do some damage to 3-4 organizations there. But Ryzen and Bellator, they want to do a joint promotion, and they want Fedor to fight in Japan. And I think that would be great. It looks like it could be against Rampage. Rumors that I'm hearing, that has not been reported officially, but an inside source close to the situation and close to Scott Coker says that Rampage Jackson and Fedor could be fighting on New Year's Eve, and it could be Fedor's retirement fight. Or here's one thing that has been talked about, and God, Coker's never going to come on here, but I'm going to spill the beans on this a little bit. This is not official, but this has been in the talks. Undisclosed source here. That Rampage would face Fedor for a loser retires bout. Now, they're both of the age to where I don't think it's that big a thing. It is a little bit of a WWE-ish thing. But in this case, I like it. I think it's good for numbers. I think it's good for promotions. I think it gets people interested in, two old school fighters from back in the day. It might bring some of the hardcores back. All right, Peter Ordinary. What's up, Comedic Genius in the house?
It's switching time. Now that's how you make an entrance. Switch to built-in virus protection. Switch to combo.
Oh, that's funny. They got TJ Dillashaw still on the ESPN Plus commercial. They might want to fix that. God, that guy disappeared. He's not been on Twitter. He's not been anywhere. He kind of tried to say a few things after, you know, that whole thing happened. Came back with the creepy mustache, and now it's mum's the word.
In 3.
Lately from TJ Dillashaw. Rampage or Fedor could easily kill with their bare heads. There's some tough dudes. There's some tough dudes for sure. Like Girl Scout cookie. Oh, Jesus. Are they the peanut butter ones, Peter Ordinary? The chocolate peanut butter ones? Those are the best, man. The Ryan Bader eye poke thing? That sucks, man. It's weird. I think you're right, Diego Velasquez. I think that John Jones moves up to heavyweight, and the eventual fight is Rumble Johnson versus John Jones. That's the fight. I think that's a huge fight. You can really sell that fight, and if they don't make that fight right away, then what about Jones and Nagano? That's a crazy fight. And then you got Rumble and Nagano. So many great things could happen at heavyweight with Rumble coming back and Jones, if Jones moves up to heavyweight, which I think he will. Wow, learn something new every day, Snake. Thank you, Comedic. I'll turn it down a little bit. Thanks. I want Jones versus Nagano too. UFC would never put Rumble coming back. No, not coming back. He would have to win a couple fights first. Now, I would love to see Rumble come back against Greg Hardy. And I think that's fair. He's been away for so long. All right. Augusto Sakai and Marcin Tybura up now. Oh, I want Jones versus Johnny Walker too. There's so many good fights out there. So many good fights. And here he comes. Comes Augusto Sakai. I thought he lost his last fight to Andrei Arlovsky. I couldn't believe he came in a favorite against Marcin Tybura. These odds were absolutely insane. I think Marcin Tybura absolutely destroys Sakai tonight. Oh, if you were betting on this one, Zoltan, I can't bet anymore in this area. I hope you took Marcin Tybura. I hope you bet on Nikita Krylov. And I hope you bet on, what was the other one? Misha Cirkunov. When the odds first came out. Because they were ridiculous. Oh, even against Alexander Volkov. That is realistic. That's a tough fight to come back to. Augusto Sakai, 4-fight win streak. 10 wins by knockout. He was awarded a UFC contract on Dana White Contender Series Brazil. My kid is so aggressive. All right. And Marcin Tybura, he is getting ready for this fight. This should be a banger, guys. I am super excited about this fight. From Uniżał, Poland, the number 14th ranked heavyweight in the world. Here he comes. Marcin Tybura. I'm calling a knockout. Right now, I'm saying Marcin Tybura destroys Sakai tonight. I think it's going to be emphatic. And I think he moves up in the rankings after this, but I just think this is a great matchup for him. Marcin Tybura, highest takedown defense in UFC history, 81.5%. 6th highest striking accuracy among active UFC heavyweights. Former M1 Global Heavyweight Champion. This guy is no joke. All right, and getting the fight clock out here. Man, who's everybody got? Does anybody have Alessi Sakai? Anybody have Alessi Sakai? Dutch guy fears Mike. Dutch guy. He's not saying a whole lot right now. He's not saying a whole lot all of a sudden, and he hasn't signed his contract. And I have to give the contract over to MMA Mean Extreme because they're sanctioning the bout. I've already taken my physical. I'm cleared to fight at heavyweight. I'm underweight. I mean, it's 265, so I'm underweight. I didn't need to lose weight, but I'm significantly under that now. My cardio is good, and Augusto Sakai 13-1-1 at Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil. He is a -120 favorite tonight. Like I said, I really disagree with this. Vegas now. Won the Lewis smoke bet. Fly down. Oh, man. I hope you put money. What's up, Shoujo? I hope you put money on this one, man. Hope you put money on Marcin Tybura. -110 underdog. But he was a big underdog, like I said at the start of this. Filming a WWE style promo for you. Watch out, Dutch guy. We're taking you to parts unknown. I see Peter Ordinary. Peter Ordinary, thank you for the promo. Peter Ordinary already put out a promo on his channel for me versus the Dutch guy. All right, and what's up, Jason77? And here we go, Marcin Tybura. Mom is the word on my game plan because I have a strategy. Only thing I'm saying is I won't be out cardioed. My main goal is I will not be out cardioed. And if I'm not out cardioed, I know I'll win. I know I'll win. Nice low leg kick there from Tybura. Marcin Tybura in the black, Sakai in the white shorts. This is on ESPN Plus if you're looking to watch along. Nice low leg kick from Tybura. Right hand from Sakai. Right uppercut from Tybura. Now I called it. I said Tybura is going to get the emphatic knockout. Now he's got to do it. Oh, nice right hand from Sakai. A flurry from Sakai. Clinch and a knee to the body. Big left hook from Sakai. And he is blistering Tybura with uppercuts and hooks. Sakai teeing off. Hammer fist. It's all over. Alessio Sakai with the first round knockout. Wow. Wow. Look at the Brazilian crowd going crazy. I think the Brazilians are the only ones there right now. The stadium's not even full yet. The Canadians haven't shown up, but wow. Well, it's a good thing. I guess it's a good thing I didn't bet, man. Right hand right on the chin. There it was. Oh, look at that slow motion, that belly rumbling of Marcin Tybura. Boom. Yeah, you know I'm serious, Peter. I'm serious, Peter, because I haven't been drinking beer. So I'm serious. He better show up. Reading Modern Money Mechanics. You'll hear from the horse's mouth that money is fake. It's paper, man. I buy shit. I buy. I'm not gonna stress out about it a lot. I buy stuff. I mean, if you don't like your money, though, go ahead and hit that super chat, Clyde, and I'll take all your money. No, I will take your word for it, but only if you put your money where your mouth is, Clyde. If you put your money in that super chat, I will take your word for it. You got to put it all in there, though. No beer, just no alcohol, man. No alcohol. What's up, Scott? How's it going? Greg Brimstone in the house. Well, not to pick on you, Clyde, but a lot of people that say money's fake and they don't like money, they don't want any money, a lot of them have something in common. That's all I'm saying. 7, there's been no response the last couple weeks. Like I said, he's got to get sanctioned for the fight, though. I'm sanctioned. I'm scheduled. I passed my physicals. I passed all the medicals without a problem. I'm sanctioned in the state of Washington. Same day weigh-in. It's same day weigh-in here in Washington. He's not going to have a hard time making the weigh-in because I made it easy for him. It's a heavyweight. He's not near that. Neither one of us are near that 265-pound limit. What's going on, JJ Smith? Get me a dwelling in the woods. It's a good 59 seconds of the first round. Augusto Sakai. And Daniel Cormier said that Sakai called it. He said he was going to win it. He now has 11 wins by knockout, 14 1-1, and he shut my mouth. And you know, if that's the first time he's done that, I think that's a bit cheap for Augusto Sakai. Says, "Oh, Canada, I love you guys." If you've been warming up to the Canadian crowd the whole time, I mean, if you've been really hanging out in the city and you really feel like you have a connection with the Canadian crowd, like Brian Ortega does, like Max Holloway does, like a lot of these guys, you know, some of these guys that maybe they weren't even born in Canada, but they have good ties with Canada. But you don't just win a fight in Canada and be like, "Oh, Canada, I love you guys." Well, yeah, of course that's what you're going to say. Come on now. Come on now. I will drink a whole fifth of rum. Oh, jeez. After fight with Dutch, you smoke a fatty Jamaican blunt. I might, man. I might. I'll tell you, it's... Whether he shows up or not, I'm glad that this has got me motivated. What's up, Experiencer? Yeah, I'm glad to see Jason Herzog, too. He's been out there a little more lately, and I love it. You know, it's been great. See you later. All right. It's been great, this whole thing. Who is that in the crowd? Somebody dressed up as Donald Cowboy Cerrone. He's a pretty good doppelganger there. Give Sakai Shamil next. Ooh, that's a good fight. I like that. Sucker for booze and weed too, but that doesn't change the fact that nature is critical. Yeah, that was incredible. That was a great fight. But no, it's motivated me, whether he shows up or not, it's motivated me to say, hey, I got to stop making excuses in my life. I got to stop looking at the bullshit and being like, oh, I can go to Taco Bell today. Oh, I can skip workout today. Just listen to a lot of Jocko Willink. You listen to that guy. You can pull his stuff up on iTunes. He just says it. He says, get to the gym. Go now. Stop making excuses. Do the work. Yeah, I think we're all confused on that one, Billy. I am still doing the energy drinks, but Taco Bell is no good unless you need help with... Yeah. Wish Cowboy would win UFC gold just once before he retires, for sure. Okay, oh, the fight... Well... So, there was a very, very long time, a lot of things that I did not want to talk about. I would have never made public, except for the biggest thing for me in life is be professional. Denise in the house, what's up, Denise? Taco Bell is a distraction too. That's true. I would have never done this like that, but to me, being professional, keeping your mouth shut about things that are private. I would have never brung some of these things up if he hadn't threatened to take some of our conversations that were private and make them public. And I got nothing to hide. I'll make them all public right now. I don't care. I'll send you our whole damn Skype correspondence. There's nothing in there that's embarrassing. But he decided that that was okay to threaten me with, private business conversations that we had, that was going to embarrass me. What it did was piss me off. But here's the thing with him. Over a year of working with him, he's tried to change the show. He's tried to tell me I don't know what I'm doing. He did teach me some stuff on editing. I'll give him credit for that. But basically, he's always said the show was garbage. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm calling in fights. And he should take over the show. Then he wanted me to do a weekly show on his channel every single week, and I told him I couldn't commit to an entire day every week. I said it's really hard just for me to get to Tuesday, and for the fights, he wanted me to do it on Monday. I said, I'll do a show on your channel. I'll do them when I can, but I don't want to promise that I'm going to do it every Monday and then not be able to make that promise. Because I'm just not going to do that. So he decides that he's all pissed off, and I had a lot of family things going on. He kind of called me a liar on some of those things, and just really pissed me off. And then he's like, oh, fine, I helped you all this. You're not going to help me build my channel. I'm going to beat your ass. So I was like, really? He says, yeah, I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to put all this stuff out about us talking, all our private conversations, and then I'm going to beat your ass. So I said, really? Okay, let's get this done. I went out, I got the sanctioning, he said he was going to be here in the U.S. For these 2 weeks. I got the cage rented out for the night of the 18th. I got my license, my MMA license, in the state of Washington. I passed all the medicals and everything. And whether he comes or not, like I said, I'm happy for what it's done for me, because it put me back in a frame of mind that I needed to be in, to be concentrated on the things that are important in my life. Fitness, not giving up on yourself, having a strong mind. Not putting garbage in your body, not going weeks without working out, which I was. Can't hardly believe all that stuff man does. I thought he was a cool guy too, man. Very biased and annoying drunk. I hated some collaborative commentary due to that. Yeah, well, and then he went after people. He went after people in this chat. I don't even want to disclose everything, but I know he went after people in this chat. He went after, he got jealous. I'll tell you when Wyatt was on here. Wyatt was a co-commentator. He emailed Wyatt, basically threatening him, calling him names, saying, you're trying to take over my spot. Little kid, you need to know your place. Just really, really unprofessional and uncalled for when, Wyatt was helping me out on the show. We didn't ask for anything. We were just doing a show as friends. It's not like I'm making, hundreds of thousands of dollars off of this. Will you film and post your fight? I'll live stream it. I'll re-upload it. Yeah, we'll get it from several different angles. Yeah, we'll definitely stream it. Olivia's voice is terrible. So she is very high pitched, Zoltan. Jesus, comedic genius. What about Todd Duffee coming back? Feed me. Feed me, Dana White. Feed me. That was a snack. Feed me. Did people forget about Todd Duffee? He's been gone for 6 years, taking on Jeff Hughes. This is a lot of men in the cage. Both these guys pushing the heavyweight limit. Both of these guys with fight-stopping power. And that's a fight that just nobody's talking about that fight. Nobody's talking about that fight. All right, let's not get too carried away with the comments there. Jesus Christ, Clyde. What the hell does that have to do with anything? What time are the fights? Around when is the main event? Main card will be starting in about 4 minutes. There are 5 fights on the main card, so the main event probably be around 7. All right, let's not use those words in there though. We don't want to upset anyone. Tyson Fury, man, the defensive wizard. After Donald Cerrone and Justin Gaethje go toe-to-toe, one of the best heavyweights, if not the best heavyweight in the world, Tyson Fury takes on an undefeated prospect, Glover, by first-round knockout. Wow. All right, Clyde, I'm not sure what you're doing in here at this point. Glover versus Krylov. Who you got? I got Krylov. That's the first fight on the main card, though, right? No, Cirkunov and Jimmy Crute. Misha Cirkunov and Jimmy Crute. That one coming up, and Misha Cirkunov was a huge underdog coming into that, too. Jimmy Crute opened at a plus 245. Now odds are basically even. Glover sub or Krylov KO. I have Glover sub, but wouldn't bet it. It's hard to bet anymore, man. Now that's funny, comedic. That is hilarious. Oh my God. Oh, comedic genius.
Try it free.
That was hilarious. Okay, and they're making picks here. Duffee versus Hughes. That was great, comedic. That deserved an applause. What's going on, the clan? Good to see you, man. Poor Fury, you already got beat unconscious. Moreover, that match was no picnic for Wilder. That was a battle, man. It was a freaking battle. And what's going on with Justin Gaethje versus Donald Cerrone, though? You guys picked Cerrone. I think about 60% of you, when we had the poll, close to 60% picked Cerrone, either by a finish or by decision. Yeah, Tyson Fury's fighting after the MMA. Tyson Fury's fighting also on ESPN Plus. Boy, Cowboy. Oh, Cowboy. I don't think Cowboy needs to retire. He's number 4th ranked lightweight in the world. Dude fights every 10 minutes, or every 10 weeks or less. I think Gaethje will use leg kicks to win, but my heart wants Cowboy to submit Gaethje. I like both guys. I like them both so much. Here's the thing. I think if Cerrone gets this to the 4th round, I think the odds flip. Because when you're a guy like Gaethje, I know he's got great cardio. He's got incredible cardio. When you throw at 100% to kill somebody the way he does with that kind of fire, when you get past about that 15 minutes or so, everybody's human. Everybody's human. You cannot throw like that forever and not get tired. And if Cowboy can survive, he is a cardio beast. And I think that if it gets past the 4th round, I think Cowboy, if there's a finish of the 4th or the 5th, I think it's Cowboy. If it's a decision, it could still be Gaethje, because I could see him getting some 10-8 rounds in the first couple of rounds. Although the unified rules of MMA are not in effect here in Vancouver, Canada. Get your shit together, Canada. Those were written in 2016. But I think Gaethje probably finishes it in the first 2 rounds, though. I think he takes him out, unfortunately, for Cowboy. Yeah, he's a good one, man. He's one of my favorites, too, Peter. Stay active, win or lose. Yep, every time he fights, he's setting another record. He's making money. He's having fun. Oh, it was crazy, man, when he almost died. Either one winning or real injury. Yeah, that's the thing. This is, to me, this is kind of like, you know, when Daniel Cormier and Stipe fought the first time. I wanted to see the fight, but I didn't want to see either one of them lose. But, you know, that's the way it goes. Yeah, he was trying to save somebody. And what a lot of people don't talk about is I think Donald Cerrone was a different fighter coming out of that near-death experience and then the birth of his son. He seemed to come back resurged. And don't forget, if he would not have blown his nose against Tony Ferguson, I know everybody says the momentum was shifting in Tony Ferguson's favor. This is still a fight, guys. You don't know what's going to happen until it happens. It is very possible that Cowboy could have won that fight. If I had to bet on it, I would say Ferguson probably takes the 3rd round, maybe even takes him out. But you don't know. So to me, that's almost, I mean, it's not a no contest. It's a legitimate win for Tony Ferguson. But it's, to me, it's not like Donald really lost. He didn't lose any stock in that fight, to me, especially fighting Tony Ferguson. What's up, Carsey? I didn't really see any future stars, no. Glover gets knocked out. I hope so, man. That guy's been knocked out so many damn times. Yeah, exactly. Losing to Tony Ferguson, the guy that has the best chance probably at beating Khabib Nurmagomedov. If it's not him, I think it's one of these guys. And probably Gaethje. And there's the lightweight rankings. You have Justin Gaethje at number 5, Donald Cerrone at number 4, Dustin Poirier still at number 2, T-Ferg at number 1. He should get the title shot coming up. Khabib ducks fight. Well, once you have the belt, you can't really duck. I don't know who Khabib's ducked. If you can say he's ducked Tony, I mean, they've had it scheduled, what, 4 or 5 times? Yeah, he's a dominant dude. I think he's gotten better at finishing. I think he's gotten more violent. And I like him. I'm a big Khabib fan. I'm a big fan of Khabib. I was actually looking for one of those papakis. I think that's how you pronounce it. Papaki, the hat he wears. Only stated maulers. Obviously, it can't be stopped. Yeah, that's the thing. And I mean, and that would be good. You get that 165-pound weight class. Of course, he would dominate it, most likely. If he moved. F, he moved. Guys, trivia question. Everybody refresh your browsers before we start this. And we're going to start out hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everyone, listen very closely. Because I want all 3 fighters. What 3 fighters in the UFC... Oh, I'm sorry, 4 fighters. Well, it's 3 fighters that are... What 3 fighters in the UFC have held belts in weight classes simultaneously? In 2 different weight classes simultaneously. There's 3 fighters. Name them all. GSP, Connor, and BJ. Not at the same time. Connor, DC, Bader. In the UFC, though. I did say UFC, right? Greg Brimstone, there we go. DC, McGregor, and Nunez. You are correct. And Peter and Billy had it right after, but Greg Brimstone gets it. I know it was 3, but oh, and now Cejudo, now 4. It is 4. How did I forget about Cejudo? Okay, British Columbia Athletic Commission has not adopted the new unified rules of MMA, which means probably less 10-8 rounds. I don't like that. I thought I did say same time. All right, tiebreaker for, did anybody have all of them and Henry? I don't think anybody did, so. Misha Cirkunov, shortest average fight time among active UFC fighters, not just heavyweights. 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Tied for second for most finishes UFC active fighters. Not a lot of Canadian fighters on the card tonight. No, there's not a lot of Canadian talent right now. I was kind of hoping to see my buddy Kyle Nelson in there tonight. Kyle the Monster Nelson. I don't know what his status at the UFC is right now. Undefeated is Jimmy Crute, 10-0. Finished 7 of 10 wins, 4 by knockout, 3 by submission. Came into the UFC as Season 2, Week 6 of Dana White Contender Series. And man... Oh, Rob got all 4? Okay, so Rob gets the tiebreaker. Greg, you got that? If there is a tie, I will use that as a tiebreaker. All right, main card is on. Misha Cirkunov, 32 years old, 6'3", 77-inch reach, 15th ranked light heavyweight in the world. Jimmy Crute, just 23 years old. An inch shorter, and he will have 3 inches. Cirkunov will have a 3-inch reach advantage at 77. 23. Wow. All right. Welcome, Canada. British Columbia. Here we go, 10-0, a minus 120 favorite out of Bendigo, Victoria, Australia, Jimmy Crute. Fighting out of the red corner. Out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, he is the hometown favorite. 14-5 as a mixed martial artist, a minus 110 underdog. The the number 15th ranked light heavyweight in the world, Misha Cirkunov. Oh. Now sync up the time clock here so we're all synced. All right, there we go. I had to pause it for just a minute. Oh, wow. Big body kick from Crute. Oh, nice body kick from Cirkunov and a straight right hand. These guys are going hard early, and big takedown for Cirkunov. Catches the knee of Crute. Didn't really expect that. I agree with you, Billy. Oh. Are you here in Seattle with me, Clyde? Check your messenger, Billy. Oh, and Cirkunov trying to jump guard in the half guard of Crute here. What's going on? Robert Kerrigan in the house. Cirkunov moving to side control here. He's got one leg. Oh, look at that. Nice split. He does the splits there to get through that leg and gets down to side control. Landed some ground and pound there from the side. Let's see if he goes for a head and arm choke here. Cirkunov going for the crucifix. Oh, he almost had it. Oh, and very close to mount. Big shots here from Cirkunov. Crute trying to dump him, and now that is a great side control spot. I'm surprised he didn't throw elbows to the body there. That's a great position to throw elbows to the body, but instead he goes for the mount. And now Jimmy Crute is in a world of hurt because Misha Cirkunov, he has the mount and he has hooks in. Oh, Crute trying to roll him. Cirkunov goes for an armbar, and Crute does roll him and ends up on top. Cirkunov starts to stand up. Crute gets a guillotine, lands two knees and a big right hook. And they're standing back up. Wow! And Cirkunov goes for a judo throw. Crute falls on top of him, lands a couple more shots. Cirkunov transitions and gets the back. Wow, great transitions from both guys. Back up. Crute takes it back down to the ground. And some big ground and pound. Hammer fist to the side of the head now of Cirkunov. And Crute inside the open guard. Outside guard, actually, of Cirkunov. He's got those feet down. Some big ground and pound from Crute. Big rights and lefts. And this is really, oh, wow. Crute, big hammer fist. He might stop this here. Crute teeing off, and Misha rolls him. Misha rolls him over, and this crowd is ecstatic. And big ground and pound from Cirkunov. What a first round, and Cirkunov going for a modified guillotine here. Oh, and he rolls it over and into an inverted Darce choke. He might have this. That is very tight. Oh, there's neck crank, and it's all over. Jimmy Crute taps out to Misha Cirkunov. Inverted neck crank. What a fight. That was absolutely amazing for as long as that lasted. That was insane. Both men landing big shots. Both men transitioning and rolling several times. And just when it looked like Misha Cirkunov might get stopped, Crute's landing some big shots here. He's blocking a lot of these. I'm glad the referee didn't stop the fight. He ate a lot of them too, though, but then gets the roll. He was eating through it. Oh, wow. Drops that right hand over. And, man, did he lock that up. What an uncomfortable position there. And the fence working against Crute there. His own feet working against. Oh, man, that is very uncomfortable. Wow, that was great. Yeah, that was a crazy round, man. Hype train derailment, says MMA or not. Yeah, I didn't think Jimmy Crute was there yet. To be fair, he is only 23 years old. So he definitely be. Oh, Cirkunov versus Romero should be next. Oh, I don't know if Cirkunov's ready for Romero. I don't know if anybody's ready for Romero, though. I don't think Paulo Costa won that fight, to be honest. I think Romero maybe could have put on a little more, but I don't think he won that fight. I would love to see a rematch. I don't know if there were politics involved. I don't think the UFC has ever been involved in anything like that. I've never had a reason to believe that they. Oh, yes, Hall is next. Oh, and who is that? What's going on, Billy?
What's up, man?
All right, everybody. Billy in the house. How do you get Billy's picture up here? I gotta put up that new picture of you with the trophy.
Nice. Pretty chaotic fight there.
That was crazy, man. That's like my favorite fights, when there's all of these transitions and back and forth like that. Even though it wasn't a very long fight, I really lived up to the hype.
That's a big win for Misha, though. Big win.
Oh, yeah. Peruvian necktie. That looked very uncomfortable, though. It looked like he had more than just the necktie, though. It looked like kind of an inverted neck crank. I mean, that was not only extremely uncomfortable, maybe could have gotten pretty dangerous there. I don't know if you could end up with some spine damage to the spine or something. That was a pretty bad position.
Let me know how the sound is, guys. But I was just talking in the chat about the hype train behind Jimmy Crute, and then Misha comes in with the big win. And I was just thinking Misha was going to be a gatekeeper, but he definitely had the hometown behind him tonight. He performed very well.
Yeah, I did. Man, plus he opened up as a plus 245 favorite for Crute. So I hope Wyatt took that bet and made some money on it.
Is Wyatt at these fights or no?
He didn't say he was, so I don't think he is, because I just talked to him on Friday, and I know he was going to try to go, but I don't think he is.
He lives on that side of Canada, though, doesn't he?
I think he does, so maybe he is there.
Because I thought he was on the West Coast.
Okay. Yeah, he just messaged me for a second on Friday, but I didn't ask him about it. I know he'd mentioned possibly being there, so maybe he is. MMA or not, just thought it was Dutch guy. I kind of thought Dutch might call in. But
Dutch guy's a pussy.
I would have never brung any of that up, except if he wouldn't have done that. But it's just low, man.
I've been talking crap about Dutch guy for 6 months, ever since he pulled that crap with me.
Prisoners. Oh, Jesus. I want some of whatever Clyde's on. I think Clyde's on an acid trip or something.
I don't know. Clyde's lucky that everyone's in a good mood, because his comments are just all over the place. It's hard to tell if he's a troll or if he's just sad.
I don't know. I mean, he's on something enough. He can type anyways. So I guess he's aware enough. A lot of people are picking Uriah Hall in this next fight against Antonio Carlos, and he's a pretty big underdog. I disagree with that. I like Hall, but I don't see him having enough left to take him against Antonio Carlos Jr. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, Uriah Hall can always stop a fight, blink of an eye with his striking, but man, I just don't see it. I don't see his path to victory tonight. But then again, I didn't think that Tybura was going to lose, and I didn't think Jimmy Crute was going to lose. So,
you had Crute versus Cirkunov, huh?
Yeah. I've always been impressed with Antonio Carlos's he really knows how to use his size differential. I've seen him use it in many fights.
Yeah.
So if he can just muscle Uriah, then I think Uriah will crack.
Yeah, I just think Uriah Faber, a lot of people were for a long time, he never reached his potential. He never. Do you remember Sean Alexander, running back for the Seattle Seahawks?
Yeah.
The guy that Uriah Hall is the Sean Alexander of the UFC, but there's no sidelines. He wants to make a flashy move and then get out of bounds. He doesn't like to get hit. And I think that's one of the biggest issues with him. I just think there's something mentally upstairs when he has to dig down deep. I don't think he has as much as a lot of fighters.
Yeah. It's not always his fault, though. The way he came off on the Ultimate Fighter with that head kick, just really, people were thinking, Anthony Pettis.
Yeah.
And there's Wyatt right now. Wyatt just says he won 175 on Misha at plus 175. What's up, brother Wyatt? How are you?
Congratulations, Wyatt. I'm glad you got those bets down.
Like I was saying, it's not Uriah Hall's, fault. He was made to look like, John or Anderson Silva in the making, and he just was never that, good of a fighter. So it's not his fault. The hype just was better than what reality was with him.
Yeah, and then it's funny, Kelvin Gastelum always got the other side of it. Kelvin beat him in the Ultimate Fighter. And I'm guilty of it myself. I mean, I always underestimate Kelvin. I didn't think he had a chance against Adesanya, which, he put up a hell of a fight, and I've counted him out time and time again.
Hey, Wyatt, are you at these fights, or are you anywhere near these fights tonight?
What's up, Haterade? Yeah, that was a back and forth battle, man.
What's up with trivia this week? You haven't done it in a couple weeks.
I didn't do it this week. I did it the week before, I think, though, right? Yeah, I think I just skipped 1 week. Just busy. A lot of things switching over at work and things.
Oh, so you're about 90 minutes from Vancouver. Yeah, I thought that you were on that side of Canada, so.
Well, and then I didn't have Tuesday off next week. I was in San Francisco last week for. I worked through the week to go to the Metallica and San Francisco Symphony concert.
Do you know that you went to the new Warriors Arena? I was looking at the pictures.
Yeah, I went there to the Chase. It's very nice.
I heard it's going to be revolutionary for like a basketball arena. So.
Well, I've been in Key Arena, and I've been in the Rose Garden, and I've been in the Tacoma Dome for concerts. Rose Garden's not bad for acoustics. Key Arena, not the greatest. Tacoma Dome and the Yakima Dome domes suck as far as acoustics. The Chase Center, the acoustics were incredible.
Yeah.
So I know it's not, primarily built for that, but I have a hard time. Oh, go ahead.
They're showing on TV that Cowboy debuted in February 11th, 2006. The first place I met Cowboy was on the old, I believe it was on the Versus Network. It was Tap Out's Tap Out's Next Great Fighter or whatever it was, with the Tap Out crew.
Oh, yeah?
They found Cowboy. They also found Leonard Garcia.
Yep, I
I
remember
think a
that.
couple more.
Yeah, those guys were awesome. Breaking
That's
news,
before,
fight canceled. That guy. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Wyatt, I am sanctioned as an MMA fighter in the state of Washington. I passed all my medicals and everything. I've signed my contract. He has not signed his contract. He's been radio silent for about 10 days now, and supposedly he's here in the States now. So,
Hey, Mike, that wasn't a doppelganger. That was actually Cowboy in the stands. Look what he's wearing.
I thought that, like, for a minute, but I'm like, man, would he be in the crowd that much before his fight?
This is a really tough one. Like I said in the chat, Gaethje and Cowboy are two of my top 5 favorites right now. And they both have ties to Colorado. Cowboy's from here and Gaethje trains here. So there's big support in town for both these guys. But Cowboy's my favorite of all time, so unfortunately I got to root against Gaethje tonight. But any other time, I'm behind Gaethje 100%.
Yeah, these guys are both animals. I'm not going to be upset, whoever wins. I like them both so much. But Gaethje, I think, maybe he has more upside, but Cerrone, he could definitely make a last shot at the title. He's not as old as it seems. I think he's 35.
And now I'm looking at the rankings. Uriah Hall is actually ranked higher than Carlos Jr. That's surprising.
All right, guys. If we start having a meat versus vegan argument in the comments, I seriously will kick you out. Because I'm not about to have that right now.
I didn't even see that. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah. It's just I don't have the patience for that right now.
Was that you, Zoltan, or was it someone else?
Uriah Hall versus Antonio Carlos Jr. I don't know.
Can you pronounce his nickname, Carlos Jr.'s nickname?
Cara de Zapato.
Isn't Zapato like foot or shoe or something?
Shoe face.
Okay.
He's shoe face, right?
I don't know. I'm hoping some Spanish speaker in the chat room can help us with that.
God, I've been starting to take up my Spanish again a little bit, but it sucks so bad I don't even know what that means.
Did you see, Mike, that every week now there's a UFC show on ESPN2 called UFC Live?
Oh no! Oh, like a breakdown show? No, I didn't.
Yeah, it premiered this week, and it's Megan O'Leary, Dan Hardy, and then Tyrone Woodley / this guy talking right now, John Gooden. So yeah, they're gonna break down upcoming fights every week on ESPN2.
Wyatt confirms. Yup, shoe face. All right. That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, DC.
All right, Clyde. That's one warning. I'm serious. Clyde's in timeout. It's really not the time for that right now.
Oh, the feminist thing?
Yeah, I've just had enough of it for now.
Well, he just keeps searching for anything political to get someone to bite. I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Learn from that, guys. Let's talk about fights and how much we hate Dutch guy. But that's it.
Ultimate Fighter Brazil Season 3 winner, heavyweight world and Pan American Jiu-Jitsu champion. Finished 9 of 11 wins, all submissions. Or if you think Dutch guy is going to beat me, if you want to put some money on him if he ends up fighting, I can bet on myself. That's legal.
Like I said in the chats, I'll put $1,000 down right now. $1,000 that I'd have to borrow from the bank. Dutch guy's never going to show up. He doesn't have it in him to face someone. He's a keyboard warrior.
Yeah, I really wish he would. I really wish he would have. I think I think he thought that I was going to back out. I think that was the thing, that he was going to talk a bunch of smack, and then I was going to be like, oh, no, I really don't want to fight. And then, he could kind of save his ego. But that wasn't going to happen.
I'll pay Dutch guy to fly to my house right now so I can punch him in the face.
Wow. I like it. Never seen this savage side of Billy, but I think Todd might be dead. I think you might be right there, MMA or not.
All right, now to this fight. What's your game plan for Uriah Hall, Mike?
Oh man.
Do you press him?
I think Carlos hits harder. I think he quick finish, start quick first round. I don't know. I don't think this is a good matchup for Uriah at all.
Hey Wyatt and the rest of the chat room, what's your guys' pick in this fight? Uriah or Shoeface? Get your picks in now, guys. What do you guys got?
I'm going with Wyatt on that one, spinning shit. Yeah, no, you're right, Wyatt. I don't know what I was thinking here. He does hit harder. So yeah, I would just come out in a blaze in the first round. Definitely looks like he's in shape. I mean, he always does, though. Uriah never looks out of shape.
I've always pictured Uriah Hall as perfect to go to Bellator, where he had less competition and could shine. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, Wyatt. These are the craziest odds ever. Uriah Hall, number 12 in the world. Antonio Carlos Jr., number 13. Uriah, 6 years older at 35.
Do you think Czech Congo is going to get a rematch with Bader?
Scott Coker said he didn't want to see that fight again, so I don't think anytime soon.
Congo finally got his shot, and then that happens.
Yeah, that sucks for him. And I mean, obviously, Ryan Bader's not. He's not a guy that's known as a dirty fighter. If anything, Congo was at one time, but it wasn't Congo that landed the shot.
Bader said in an interview that he really doesn't want to fight at heavyweight anymore, but Coker's forcing him.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, obviously, I mean, I guess he doesn't protest to it too much because he keeps doing it, but Hall plus 190 underdog. It's not like Coker's going to cut him if he said he wouldn't.
No, but it is a way for Bader to get more money when he fights at heavyweight because he doesn't want it.
That's what I think he's getting paid. It's like, you give me enough money. Oh, yeah, I'd say the same thing. Yeah, I don't really want to fight at heavyweight, but give me enough money. I'll do what, it's the fight game, it's prize fighting. All right, touch gloves, and here we go.
Last chance for picks. Uriah Hall or Carlos Jr.?
Hall gets the first couple of shots off here. Shoeface lands a couple. Big right hook there for Hall. Oh, Shoeface really telegraphing that right hand and gets caught coming in from Hall. Shoeface going to go for the takedown here. Great takedown defense here so far from Hall. And somebody's bleeding already. I think Carlos Jr. might be bleeding from his face.
Yeah, I think that jab that he got caught with running in did it.
Oh, and Shoeface gets the takedown. And he's got the back. He's got Hall's back. This is a bad position already for Hall. Hooks in, and he's got the backpack.
Perfect idea to make Uriah carry your weight, too. Wear him down.
Well, and what great placement here. How he placed himself up against the fence, so Hall can't really do an athletic flip or anything. Hall's going to turn around now. Wow. That's a lot of blood from Junior. I still can't see where it's coming from. Is it from his mouth?
I don't see anything. Maybe, yeah, it must have to be the mouth because it's not coming out of his nose.
Yeah, and luckily nothing by his eyes. Because they were running out of names, Cerrone, yeah. Wow, what about that? A crazy fight next week. Uriah Rodriguez versus Jeremy Stevens.
That's an awesome fight. Really entertaining. You're right about the blood. There's tons of blood all over.
Oh, yeah, it's
Uriah.
Uriah. Was it Uriah's face the whole time, I think?
Uriah is cut, huh? Under
Yeah,
his
and
right eye.
I thought it was Carlos Jr. Yeah, no, it was Uriah. They may both be cut.
It's the top of Uriah's nose, or
Broken
I can't
nose
tell.
does cause mass leakage. Yes.
Now remember, Uriah, don't blow your nose in between rounds if you make it there.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, wow. That would have been crazy if Uriah got a standing armbar there.
All right, back to the stand-up.
Oh, and Uriah landing some good shots here. Big right hand, another left. Oh, Hall's boxing looks really good right now.
Carlos Jr.'s mouth is busted open, Mike.
All right, that's what I... Oh, big left hook there from Hall. If he has a broken jaw, oh, wow, right hook over the top for Hall. He's really accurate so far in his boxing tonight. Another big right hook for Hall.
And I don't know if it's just me, but Carlos doesn't look as good shape that he usually does. He looks a little bit flabby tonight.
Yeah, his color looks a little off.
He might have had a hard weight cut.
But he just looks a little like ill.
Yeah. Because usually he's pretty ripped, and he is not ripped at all tonight.
Oh, Hall really peppering him with that jab and a big left hook there.
What's your clock at right now, Mike?
Right there on the screen, 110.
My screen's way behind us because I'm running too many things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm like 3 seconds behind
big right hook from Shoe facing a flying knee from Hall.
Yeah, I'm about 3 seconds behind you.
Oh, okay. That's
not terrible.
We're not far off at all then, yeah. Oh, Carlos Jr. gets the takedown inside half mount here of Hall. He's got past one leg. That was a little nifty move that I think it was Crute did him a little while ago. He kind of, when he had his leg hooked up, he did the splits to get out of the side control. I liked that. I can't remember if it was Cirkunov or Crute, but one of them did it.
I can't remember either. I was turning on my laptop when that fight ended, so I missed it.
Oh, nice ground pound there from Carlos Jr. And Carlos Jr.,
good elbows.
That could really weigh on the judges. He ends up on top, even though I thought Hall won the round.
It's hard to say because he's ended up on top, and then he also had his back at the beginning of the round, too.
That's true, but I'm more of a damage guy. I thought Hall landed damage, and I would have gave Shoeface more credit, except for I don't think Hall was ever really in trouble with that submission attempt.
All right, guys, after this next round, I got some trivia questions that I just pulled up. So I have 15 questions tonight, and I'm going to give the winner a virtual high five.
All right.
Or Mike can just give the winner credit since there was no trivia last week. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. Dean Hamper with the $20.
What? Dean the Machine Hamper coming in hot.
What's up, Dean? Thank you so much.
I tell you what, Dean, no matter what Greg and White and all them say about you, you're a pretty good guy.
Oh, I just screwed up my fight clock waiting, though. Dang it.
Can I make it to what, MMA? What did I say?
Oh.
Well, that's cool. Kizzy, you're friends with Chris Lytle. He was one of my favorites, too.
Shoeface going for the takedown, getting tagged there a couple times. So my fight clock is 15 seconds off. I'm at 4:20 right now. So 14 seconds off. So
my stream just totally crashed. I got to restart it.
yeah, my OBS was lagging when I was setting the timer. Big left hook there for Hall.
Have you been having problems with Roku? Mine's been struggling.
I haven't been having too many problems, but I have the Roku Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like they're always trying to get you to update to new and different things. I have so many stupid things. I actually have the Amazon Fire hooked up right now because it had some other programs and stuff I was trying on it.
Okay, I got it reloaded. I'm at 342.
All right, I'm at 330 now. Yeah.
So I'm way behind somehow.
So
Okay.
I'm 325 now. Yeah.
That's with restarting it.
Okay, I was running into 2020, running. Oh my God, I may or not. All right. Well,
Greg Brimstone, I completely
Let's
agree.
see.
I think Chris Lytle had a couple more years left in him.
I'm gonna pause it for a minute so we can sync up then, because I know where you're at. You're synced up with my time clock, I think, right? Pretty close.
I don't know.
Can you not see it? 309 right now.
The live stream's way behind on my laptop.
Crap.
So I'll just tell you, I'm at
Okay.
255.
Okay.
Now I'm at 250.
Oh, big shot from Hall. I just got pushed ahead to 235. It just updated live. Hall just floored him. Hall on top, landing big ground and pound here.
All right.
Big shots from Hall. Shoeface
Oh.
going for an armbar here. Oh, wow. Shoeface bleeding everywhere. Big shots from Hall on top. He might finish it here. Wow, relentless ground and pound from Hall. And the Hall decides to let him up. He says, get up. Wow, this is the killer instinct that maybe we've been looking for Uriah Hall. Carlos Jr. grabs that leg.
Oh,
What's up, Dean? Asked how to spell for years. Oh, that's great.
I wonder if I get off the internet on this one. You there, Mike?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay. I thought it was dropping the call. We're good.
Yeah, I know it sounded weird for a second, but Carlos Jr. pushing a Hall up against the fence here now. Big right hook to the body there for Antonio Carlos Jr. Killer instinct equals letting guys stand up, then take you down. Shoeface getting the back here of Hall. So I'm actually at 40 seconds now. I should have killed the time clock on this one. And then I'll try to sync up with you in between rounds here.
Yeah, I just rebooted it, and now I'm at 35 seconds.
Oh, okay. So you're almost right with me. About 6 seconds difference.
Yeah, I took the Wi-Fi off my cell phone to try to, open up some bandwidth.
Carlos Jr. going for the takedown. Hall, great defense, pushes back. Lands a straight left in the center of the cage. Great round for Hall. Nice spinning kick to the body there for Shoeface, though. Straight left for Hall and a big right hand. Hall goes for that head kick, misses. Great into the round. Hall's timing is very good tonight. He's been countering Shoeface, and wow, there's that. Look at that right hand flooring Shoeface.
Yeah, I'm only about 3 seconds behind you now, Mike, because you'll say something and then right after that, it happens on my screen.
All right, perfect.
All right, guys, go ahead and refresh your browsers. I'll throw out a nice, easy trivia question real fast. It'll be a speed test. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who did Tim Sylvia defeat to win his first UFC heavyweight title? Who did Tim Sylvia defeat to win his first UFC title? You got this one, right, Mike?
I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I think I know who it is. It's one of two guys.
Yeah, my chat's way behind, so you're going to have to let me know when they say it.
All right. Third round here. Hall and Carlos Jr. Straight right for Hall. Left hook there for Shoeface. Another right hook for Hall. And another big left hook. You can see significant strikes. Over double for Hall. And great head movement there from Hall. And Shoeface, gets a good takedown there. And wraps Hall up. He's got hooks in. Hall does a good job of blocking the choke there, putting his arms up, and then moving his head to the right there to the side. Still a good, Carlos has still got good hooks in there, but not in a good position to get the choke right here. That was a great takedown, though.
Oh, yeah.
Great little improvising sweep there. That was I was watching the judo international tournament the other day, and I seen somebody land a throw like that.
Sorry to interrupt real quick, but Shoujo is correct. It was Rico Rodriguez. So Shoujo is first on the board with 1,000 points.
I was wrong. I completely forgot about that. I was thinking it was Frank Mir or Arlovsky. I'd forgot completely. I'm not sure how, but I did.
The one that took the belt from him.
So
I'm gonna go grab a
Shoujo with
pin.
1,000 points. Shoujo and Greg Brimstone on the board. And be interesting to see how the judges score this, because this is kind of a stalemate. I kind of feel like they should call this up, even though Carlos has hooks in. I mean, how long is he going to let him just sit here? Hall's not, he's not been in danger of being submitted, and this has been a good minute. I haven't even heard a warning from the referee.
No. All right, so Shoujo, the first one.
What's up, First Class? How's it going? And yeah, this is bad. This is bad that the referee's not standing him up here. Even Herb Dean would have stood him up here.
The crowd's booing and.
Well, this is not anybody's fault here in my mind, but the referee. I mean, does he just not know what to do here? You have a stalemate for this long, you got to stand the guys up. Nobody's done anything for a good minute and a half. I mean, unless he's got money on Carlos Jr. I'm not sure which ref that was. I know Jason Herzog was in there earlier, but I don't recognize the ref.
This might be the ref from the prelims that this is his first UFC card.
Oh, man, that's horrible. I guess you got to be the first sometime, but geez.
Right.
Can you put him on, put him on the prelims? I don't know. I was going to say put him on Contender Series, but that's pretty serious, too. Neck crank here for Shoeface. No. Hall's just like, I can fight this forever, but Oh, now Hall grabs the wrist. Maybe he can transition over. Wow, he's really putting everything into that.
Uriah's fighting, though.
Yeah, that's an effective technique that Hall's doing there. If somebody's trying to get your neck, you just kind of put your arm across your own neck, kind of like you're choking yourself. And he just pulls the wrist off. I mean, he's easily pulling these submissions off. He's blocking all of these shots. I just feel like Hall was really robbed and not given a stand-up here. I mean, 2.5, I want to say this is like 2.5 minutes in a stalemate. Oh, what if Hall were to get a submission here? I don't think he's got anything there, but...
What a way for this fight to end, though. Just whole round stuck in this one spot.
Yeah, I hope this is the last time this referee judges a fight.
Oh, no, it's not a new ref. I've seen this guy before.
At least for a while, yeah. I just... you can't do that. You can't have guys in a stalemate for over a half of a round when you only have 3 rounds in a fight. It's not good for the sport.
That's old school UFC where you can just hold a guy down to win a fight. That's pitiful.
Yeah.
I think Carlos is going to win 2-1 on judges.
I have it 2-1 for Hall. I mean, it's pretty hard to give that one to Hall because he didn't get a chance to do anything. But yeah, that's the reason. Like you said, that's the reason that they started having rounds and all this stuff, because guys were just laying forever. I mean, I think Royce Gracie laid on Shamrock. They laid on each other for like 25 minutes or something.
That's a frustrating way to lose. But then again, if you're Uriah Hall, you can't get mad because you couldn't get out of that position.
So Joe says, you think Hall got a 10-8 round? I don't think so in this, because they're not going under the new unified rules of MMA, which is... I thought everybody was under them. I guess everybody stateside maybe. It's been over 3 years now.
Wow.
All right, later on tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific, Fury versus Wallen. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King defensive wizard, tries to take out another undefeated contender and hopefully get that rematch against Deontay Wilder. Yeah, significant strikes big time in the favor of Hall. And then that big knockdown, if it were under the rules, under the unified rules of MMA, I would say 10-8 round. I would give Hall a 10-8.
10 minutes and 41 seconds for Carlos Jr. Is that only 23 seconds of control for Uriah Hall?
Well, yeah, because it's ground control.
Get your wrestling game. Here we go.
Split decision. Uriah Hall gets the split decision. That's the way I had it, 2-1. I was a little worried.
Did you see Uriah Hall's face when they announced that though? He was shocked that he won.
I think he was really worried.
His eyes bugged out. He was super shocked he did that.
Yeah, I think he won it 2-1. I don't like seeing somebody win a fight like that. I don't think that Shoeface did enough to win that fight.
And two of the judges agreed. Nonetheless, big win for Uriah Hall here tonight.
Robert says, told you Hall will win. I wish you would have bet that one, Robert. You'd have broke the bank. He had some pretty, like 2.5 to 1 odds.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
I didn't know they were friends.
It's been a long time since Uriah has back-to-back wins, too. He's been up and down his whole career.
Yeah, and see, that's even more, makes it even a little more surprising to me for Hall. He kind of seemed to have more of that killer instinct, and It's against a guy that's his friend. I don't see how these guys fight people that are their friends. I guess maybe you have a different mindset, but I would not fight my friend. I would not fight you. I just wouldn't.
Did you see the clip that Mike did? The other Mike did, Michael Pauly, where he goes, "Is that Todd Duffee? Todd Duffee?" Oh man, it cracked me up.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he put it on the Facebook page and his Twitter page.
I seen him on Twitter. I seen him put the Cerrone Super Saiyan up. Been working again way too much. We're doing this changeover thing at work, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of pissing me off. Hopefully things kind of get under control. But I worked 4 different routes in 5 days, and just seems like I'm cleaning up after everybody.
50-some people in here. Smash that like button. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe and go to the Facebook Fights with Friends page and join the family. And we'll all fight Dutch together.
Oh, that's great. They must have a delay. I noticed somebody swore earlier. It sounded like they were going to drop the F-bomb, and they bleeped it. So I guess ESPN learned, hey, you got fighters on here. You better have a little bit of delay because they're going to drop the F-bomb.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
What are you eating for dinner? Are you doing Grubhub, or what are you guys doing?
I'm not sure yet. I was just putting up the... I was going to send everybody over to the Fights with Friends Facebook page first.
Nice. All
So
right,
there's
guys.
our Facebook group. But have you tried out Grubhub?
Yeah, I have. Is anyone looking forward to the UFC Fight Night Hermanson versus Cannonier? Really interested in that one.
It's on the same night as Rodriguez and Stevens, right? Same card.
No, this is it. They showed us 2 separate
I think it
cards.
is. I think Cannonier is the co-main.
No, because Jack Hermanson and Cannonier is their own main event.
All right, guys. I know you're hungry. Comedic genius. I know your girlfriend's hungry. Hook it up. Don't be such a cheap ass. We're putting out $12. $12 off your first order of $20 or more. Joe Rogan only gives you $5, and afterwards, make sure and ask Joe Rogan where your $7 is. Tweet him out. Joe Rogan, where's my $7? Let's try to get that going. And they're quick. It's great. Everybody that delivers for me, they have those really nice, boxes that keep all the heat in and stuff. I'm really big on fresh food. Nothing pisses me off more than when I order food or I go to a restaurant and the food's like cold, or you can tell like it's been sitting out. No, I want it to burn my mouth. I want it to scald the top of my roof, or I don't want it. Grubhub, they deliver pizza, they deliver beer, 3,500 restaurants. If you can think of a restaurant, they probably deliver it. So make sure and check them out. And I really want to thank them. A big sponsor throughout the football season. Actually, the biggest check ever written out to Fights with Friends by far. So big thank you to Grubhub, and I hope you guys support them. All right, advertisement over.
Talk about a hype train. Pereira, after his first fight, everyone thinks that he might be legit. So let's see what his second bout in the UFC brings tonight.
Oh, yeah, Mike Pereira and Tristan Connelly coming up next. And then we got the return of Todd Duffee. Nobody's talking about Todd Duffee. I'm happy that Todd Duffee's back.
Yeah, he's been gone for a little over 4 years now.
I'm sure there's people in here that have no idea who he is because he's been gone for that long. Exactly, Wyatt. Wanted to scold. Isn't Todd Duffee older than you? He might be around there. He might be nearing 40. I'm 40, so.
No, I think Todd's in his middle 30s. He debuted in the
Yeah,
UFC in his early 20s.
All right, Tristan Connelly, the hometown guy, Victoria, British Columbia. Did you ever say how close you were to this, Wyatt? I didn't see.
He said he was 90 minutes away.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Duffee's 33 and he was away for like 5 years? Wow. That's crazy. I just love watching that guy fight because like either he's going to knock somebody out or he's going to get knocked out. And it's going to be very, very quickly.
I remember when Todd Duffee first left the UFC, he went to fight for Dream on a New Year's Eve card and got slaughtered by Alistair Overeem.
Oh, that's a horrible matchup. That's a horrible matchup for him.
That was Alistair Overeem on all the steroids, too, so.
Yep. Yeah, Duffee does not look like the buff dude he was years back.
Oh, me and Todd are the same age. All right. I was born in 1985.
I remember when he got knocked out, and I think it was like Fox Sports, they were talking about like the difference in the bodies when he was fighting Mike Russo. Because Mike Russo was just this like short, fat dude. He looked like he was your overweight accountant that was about to have a heart attack. And just blasted Duffee. Took a bunch of shots and...
That was a big upset, too.
Yeah, it was. Horse meat over him. Yeah, I would eat horse meat.
When Todd Duffee debuted in the UFC, he flatlined some dude. And so they're like, this is the next big heavyweight contender. And his next fight out, he gets just shocked by Mike Russo.
Yeah, I remember the big feed me Dana. I'm not sure if he ever fought Mir. If he did, Mir probably did. Mike Russo knocked him cold. Yep. Duffee was completely jacked. He was talking so much smack. What's up, Gringo Guerrero? Next fight, Michel Pereira out of Maraba Para, Brazil. Oh, and look at the coordinated dance moves here. I like it. Speaking of coordinated, did you see Jorge Masvidal said that he was going to have Rock put the belt on him if he wins?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because I guess the Rock's a Miami guy. I didn't know that, or an East Coast guy anyways. And, yeah.
The Rock went to the University of Miami, played college football there.
Okay, I knew he played football. I couldn't remember back that far. I knew him as a WWE wrestler and an actor. But,
he was on those famous Miami teams. He was teammates with Michael Irvin and all those. They made a documentary called The U about that generation.
I need to watch more college football, I guess. Peter, you got a new car. That's awesome. Went to the U.
Congratulations on the new Ford Fiesta, Peter. Congrats.
Hey, you get what you get. You know, I get tired of cars. I was thinking about somebody was on Rogan's last week and was just saying that they lease cars for like 3 years because they just want something new all the time. I'm like, I could really get into that if I had the money. I love cars, but yeah, I always want a different one. All right, guys, and if you love cars and you love free stuff, you need to invest. And guess who's back? Back again, yes, Billy. Free stocks from Robinhood. We thought we lost them. Just when we thought they were gone, they reeled us back in. Free stock from Robinhood. Free stocks for everybody. Use that code while it's still valid before they go. Oh, that's the Fiverr code. Oops.
What code?
Wrong sponsor
Get your
code.
stock from Robinhood.
Wrong sponsor code.
Dude, I don't live in the middle of nowhere. I live in the Denver metro area, homie. The greatest state in the continental United States. Colorado till I die.
All
I don't
right,
know about the
Michel
small town stuff.
Pereira, 25 years old, 6'1". Tristan Connelly, 33 years old, 5'10". Welcome to the circus known as UFC. Yep. Yes, 60 people watching. A lot of fight companions out there. I know you guys be watching. I appreciate that you guys are here. Tristan Connelly plus 375 underdog. One of the biggest underdogs on here, if not the biggest. 13-6. But he's going to have the Canadian crowd behind him, and he is pumped.
He's pumped, but I feel like he's going to be fed to this Pereira guy.
Oh, minus 550 favorite. Yeah, and he might have an adrenaline dump in this first round, too. I kind of feel like maybe he's a little too pumped. But Pereira might, he's using up a lot of energy in that breakdancing. I don't know.
That's what he does for his win celebration, too.
20 minutes behind. I don't think. Oh, Jason Herzog. All right, a referee I recognize. That other guy needs to go back to referee school or something. Herb Dean's actually teaching referee classes now, I guess, which is good.
All right, here we go.
All right, 66 watching. Thanks, everybody. Make sure. Oh, wow! A cartwheel and a backflip from Pereira. Jumps off the cage. Jumps over Connelly with the flying knee. Still didn't land a strike. But I like the gymnastics here. I am entertained.
Went for the flying knee and jumped straight over the guy.
Wow, that was some Hollywood shit there.
Connelly was just straight running from him,
like
too.
This
He
Pereira
took off.
guy. Oh, this is a huge mismatch. You can tell right there. Pereira didn't have a shot at that takedown. Lands a body kick there, though.
There's a huge size differential, too. It looks like a freshman fighting a senior.
Oh, he's got the single leg. Pereira spinning around. Yeah, he's got nothing there. Pereira just looks so comfortable in there, too. And you can tell Connelly, I mean, he just looks super green. Foot stomps here from Connelly. Might keep Pereira from doing more backflips. I can't believe he did a backflip in the middle of the ring. Cartwheel and a backflip. How could Connelly not find an opening in all of that? Oh, big left hook there for Connelly.
Connelly needs to find a tanning bed.
Connelly says, bring it. Front kick to the body. Yeah, I think he's up in the really cold area, maybe, of Canada. Whoa!
He's scrappy, though. He's not backing
front
down.
Kick for Pereira. Flying knee attempt. Misses.
Oh!
Right hand from Connelly, though. Front kick to the body for Pereira. Oh, big knee to the head. Pereira's missing a lot of the stuff, though. Connelly misses a spinning kick to the body. Wow, Pereira's like, I think he thinks he's playing Tekken. Lands a flying knee there and a big elbow and a right hand. This is definitely entertaining to watch. Oh,
You're
big
right,
left
Mike.
hook to the body and a right hand.
Fancy stuff, though.
I like it. I like a little bit of showboating.
I think he thinks he's going to finish him early, though, the way he's fighting.
Oh, yeah, I think he does too. But, I mean, I was a big Roy Jones Jr. fan, so, I mean, nobody showboated like that guy.
First sign of him gassing, too, and then he switches to a takedown.
Whoa! Oh, if he would have landed on his stomach there, that would have been completely legal. Did you see that yet?
Just now, dude.
Wow, Pereira just did a backflip and almost landed on Connelly's body.
And now he tried to go for the guillotine, lost it.
Wow, this crowd going crazy for Connelly, though. Connelly on top here. All of the gymnastics from Pereira. He hasn't really done much damage to Connelly. That was the thing. Like I said, I like the showboating of Roy Jones, but I mean, he was knocking guys out.
Did anyone get a shower buddy from Dale Tech?
Wow, and this crowd just goes crazy. Every time Connelly does something, he moves to half guard. Almost to mount here. They just erupt anytime Connelly does anything. I mean, if you put your money on Connelly tonight, you're going home really happy if he ended up winning. Don't do Facebook. Doing the gas tank management. It's the best gas tank management ever, yeah. All right, and they are back up, and here comes Connelly.
Get a Facebook just to join our Facebook group. That's all you need
Straight left
Facebook for.
Connelly. Low leg kick for Connelly. Checks a leg kick from Pereira. Left hook to the body from Pereira.
I don't know how I keep getting so damn far behind.
Oh, nice right uppercut from Connelly and a left hook upstairs. Well, Connelly he's winning the battle on the feet right now. Left hook from Connelly. And Pereira ducks underneath. Connelly looked like he might have a Darce choke there for a minute, but no. Oh, he's pulling the guillotine. Nope.
He almost did an alligator roll there.
Wow, Connelly really
Locked it in, he lost it. Round's over.
Especially for being such a big underdog. He really represented himself well there.
So is that fine-looking female on camera.
Did your stream just freeze there for a minute?
Yep.
Yeah, mine did too. I think it was an ESPN thing.
Because now my view is the corner of Connelly now.
Yeah, that's what I got too. I think it caught back up. Connelly's corner's telling him you won the round. He might have.
It's hard to tell.
I don't
think those shenanigans distract
think
the
they give,
judges.
These judges are so impressionable, and they're so, I don't even know what the right word is for it. Stupid. I know that's a lazy word to use, but it's like they're so impressionable. That's a better word. They're so easily impressionable.
But then again, they still gave the win to Uriah Hall.
Yeah, I will give it to him on that one. I thought they got it right there. Oh, and this crowd just going crazy for the highlights. And there's, wow. I kind of felt like in the air, Pereira maybe could have landed on the body, but I don't know if he could bring himself to do it.
All right, Mike, I'm at 4 minutes and 55 seconds.
All right, we're just a few seconds apart here then. I'm still 12. I still have my time clock 12 seconds off. Right hook there for Pereira. I'm at 4:40 right now.
All right, I'm exactly 2 seconds.
Left hook to the body from Pereira. Another left hook to the body. He's digging for that liver, is Pereira. Good takedown defense there.
Pereira's got a choke in. He got the Darce. He's going for it.
Yup.
Lost it.
Back up. Front kick to the body from Pereira.
Ferguson.
Oh, man. Connelly's got to stop eating those left hooks to the body, though. Pereira's eating him up with those. Low leg kick lands for Connelly. Oh, and Pereira misses the left hook down low big that time. Connelly not able to capitalize, but spinning kick to the body there from Pereira. Nothing is really landing that solid for Pereira tonight, though. Nice. Oh, that knee to the chin did, though. Oh, 1-2 for Connelly. A nice knee here from Connelly. Oh, left hand and a right hook. Another right hook. Connelly lands. Pereira might be hurt.
Got a right uppercut.
Oh, big knee to the body from Pereira and a right hook. Connelly. Wow, another right hand from Connelly. And I think this crowd's even affecting me because they're just going nuts every time Connelly does something.
I think Pereira is gassed out, Mike.
Couple of right hooks. Uppercuts there from Connelly. Right hook from Pereira, but I think you might be right. Pereira shoots for the takedown, and Connelly immediately... Wow, great sprawl. Knee to the body there from Pereira. I think Pereira needs to start going back to that left hook to the body.
Jay is gassed out. He's breathing through his mouth,
Yep,
and he's
right
backing
hook,
up now.
Hands down. Connelly looks fresh. I mean, he's breathing a little hard, but much fresher than Pereira. And Pereira ducks underneath and shoots for the takedown.
The chance for Pereira to get some rest in now, though.
Yes. What's up, Water Walker?
Water Walker.
And my dang stream froze again.
Mine did not freeze this time.
Come on, ESPN. There we go. Now I'm at 140. Okay, so it's 10 seconds up. Now I'm back. All right, Pereira on top, landing ground and pound here. In the guard of Connelly. But yeah, I'm a little worried that even if Connelly doesn't win some of these rounds, that the judges will be really affected by the crowd.
I was completely right, though. Pereira is definitely resting. And now Connelly's going for the Kimura to try to get off of his back.
Doing good, Water Walker. How are you? Yeah, Pereira, I think, is going to try to come out with a big blast in the third round. Nice elbows from his back here for Connelly, though.
Yeah, Connelly is trying to get back towards the fence so he can try to climb it up and get back to his
30
feet.
seconds left in the second round. And Cormier saying he's liking that Pereira took the break here. And, I mean, he's scoring being on top here. Oh, Connelly going for several submissions there, but dude always comes in like a power ringer and gasses out. I've seen one of the fight promotions. There's a lot of guys like that. And that's the one thing, like I said, Gaethje, it's going to be hard for him to fight like that for 5 rounds. Now, I think if I had to bet on it, I would say he probably gets Cerrone within 2. But if it goes to the 4th round, I don't see Gaethje getting the finish in rounds 4 or 5. I do see Cerrone able to finish in 4 or 5.
Why do you say that?
I just think Gaethje expends so much energy. I mean, I know he's a cardio freak, but when you throw it 100%, as many shots as he does, I believe like 8.5 significant strikes per minute. You can't do that for 25 minutes. I don't think anybody can. And that's my argument for Conor, and that's the one thing I'll say about Conor for now. I don't think Conor has a cardio problem as much as he has a pacing problem.
I can see that. Yeah.
All right. Wow. Finally got the time clock on. All right.
D. Brown Conley is the Canadian.
Yeah. Oh, nice left hook and a low leg kick combo from Connelly to start this out. And Pereira on the run here at the start of the third round. Wow, I wonder how many people bet on Connelly.
You beeping at me, Mike?
No, I don't thought that was on your side. I don't know what that was. Probably something with Skype.
Oh, we just hit the 30-minute mark. That's why. It's the
Connelly
clock.
dropping for a guillotine or something. He's
got it.
Oh, he might have it. Oh, and he's out. I
Right.
thought he might have it there for a minute.
Oh,
Flying knee to the face for Connelly. What an upset this would be. A plus 150 favorite Pereira, and he's hurt. A right hook to the body and a right hook to the head here for Connelly.
Wow, he had that choke in, though.
Wow, right uppercut and a right hook for Connelly, and Victoria is going to burn the town down tonight if Connelly gets this upset. He is the biggest undercard on this card, and would be one of the biggest upsets of the year. And he's got the back and hooks in. Now he's got side control.
Wow. This crowd is so amped for their local fighter.
Peter says it's Dutch guy trying to call in. Wow, Connelly in half guard, and I'm not saying Connelly's going to get, a preferential decision, but Pereira's not going to either, being the favorite, probably being here in Canada. I think Connelly at least will get a fair shake on the judges' scorecards.
I thought about Wyatt last night because I was watching the LFA fights, and they were in Wichita, Kansas.
Ah. Speaking of which, you must have seen them. That was the last LFA fights on television.
Access TV is no longer doing MMA fights, I guess.
That's sad.
They were talking like it was a 15-year run with MMA on Access TV. But it's because Access TV was just sold to a company called Anthem.
I guess not everybody wants to be in the fight game. If I'm LFA, they were talking about folding.
Good top control by Connelly.
Let's see what Connelly's in a strange position, and he's got to be careful with Pereira on the ground, because Pereira, he's got good submissions even if he's tired. Oh, Connelly almost jumps to mount here.
Don't forget to smash that like button, fam.
Knees to the body for Connelly. Yes, it's all that much more important. So the YouTube algorithms, I guess they used to not consider likes a lot, and they're always changing things. Right now, likes are huge for videos getting promoted and recommended, and that's the biggest way to grow is through recommended videos.
If we get 100 likes, I will go streaking in the quad.
Oh, Connelly just going nuts here on the ground and pound to the body, to the head.
Would this be a 10-8 round? Oh, they don't have the new rules. You're right.
Wow, he is really striking well. Was striking well with a half guard there.
Hey, welcome back, Clyde. Did you have a good rest?
Thank you, Clyde. Oh, more big left hooks from Connelly. We are seeing kind of some history here.
All right, Peter, if we get 100 likes, I won't go streaking in the quad. How's that?
Short elbows here from Connelly. And I just want to see the reaction of this crowd if Connelly gets this decision. There's no way he's losing this round. A drunk blind man could judge this round.
True.
What's going on, Damon Stout? Doing good, man. Oh, big shots here from Connelly. He's trying to put it away. And Pereira just completely defenseless.
This crowd reaction reminds me of when Mark Hominick fought Jose Aldo in Canada. The crowd was just like this.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that is a standing ovation. Nobody is seated there in Victoria, and I think we might have just seen a huge upset.
I think Connelly deserved a 10-8 round. He dominated that last round.
I kind of think he did too.
Almost choked him out and then beat him down for 3 straight minutes. And all that fancy flipping and all that crap didn't mean jack.
Rob
it shows you
Hyman's 28-28 draw. I don't think so.
Yeah, you could. It's a possibility, though.
Could be. Rob says he has it a draw. I have it 2-1 for Connelly. But that second round is, it's kind of an X factor.
And quick in the chat, we're not going to do the gun thing either, guys. We're not doing this.
Yeah, and YouTube does not like it either. That's a good way to not get promoted.
Right. And it's an easy argument. No one's ever going to take guns away. It's never going to happen. End of story. Let's talk about that great round by Connelly. The crowd really amped him up, though, because he went for the finish at the end.
Although comedic, that was funny. Sorry.
Yeah, the wet bandits. I love it.
Well, they're advertising UFC Destin Gaethje versus Cerrone parts 1 and 2, but if you haven't watched it yet, I think it's a little late.
AOL Messenger makes me think of middle school.
All right, here's the decision. (29-28), 2 29-27s.
I think it's Connelly.
Tristan Connelly pulls off the biggest upset of the night. The biggest undercard over a 5-1 favorite was Pereira, but Connelly pulls it out in front of the hometown crowd.
Wow. It's been a night of the underdogs, Mike, on the betting line.
Yeah, it has. Like I said, that was some weird bets there. Wyatt was showing it to me right away. As soon as the odds came out, he texted me something like, am I drunk? Am I dreaming? What are these odds?
Cameron Miller, what's up? Trevi McTrev, what's up? Greg Brimstone with the O Canada. I feel it.
5-5 win streak for Tristan Connelly. 5 days notice. This was similar to, what was it? We just seen a couple, I can't think of what it was. It was like a month ago. It was a guy beat his sparring partner, and he was like a 9-1 underdog. Ended up knocking him out cold. Guy had a wild haircut.
Was that UFC or was that Bellator?
No, that was definitely UFC. And the guy had a lot of hype behind him. I believe it was the last fight on the prelims.
Oh, yeah. It was on the Stipe pay-per-view. You're right.
Yeah, I can't think of who that guy, I can't think of his name. Now it's going to bother me. All right, trivia question. Whoever comes up with that guy's name, that's 1,000 points.
Yeah, go ahead. That's perfect. All right, Mike, I'm going to go grab a glass of water. Be back in one.
What's up, Kyle Woodward? Ultimate Beast. How you guys doing? I do like my fantasy team, even though I lost the first week. And I will admit it, I lost the first week. I'm doing okay the second week. Thursday night football might bail me out, but I am 0-1 at the moment. I'm going against Team Experiencer. Favored to beat him by 20 points right now after Thursday night, but yeah, first week was not good. Lost to Hector Gutierrez. If you're in the UFC game bread, pieced me up week 1. Yep, 2 more big fights. And then Tyson Fury, the defensive wizard of our generation in boxing. Karma Worthy, experiencer. Karma Worthy, you are correct, sir.
Yeah, yep, that's correct.
1,000 points to that man. Win is Fury versus Wallen. 8 o'clock. And I'm not sure if that's the main event or just the start of the main card. I think I cut
Mike.
you off.
Who got that question right?
Experiencer.
Okay.
The guy who just beat the guy who. Oh no, I'm going against him in this week in fantasy football. Gamebred beat me last week. Hector Gutierrez.
We should live stream the Logan Paul boxing match.
I heard it was going to be on DAZN possibly.
Yeah, and the undercard is Billy Joe Saunders.
When is it? I couldn't find a date for it.
And I think he's fighting KS1. It's Logan Paul versus KS1 or something like that.
Yeah, do you know when it is?
I know it's coming up. But it's a big... They got Billy Joe Saunders on their undercard. How crazy.
Yeah, that is insane. Man, people... That just proves, especially, for the casuals, there's a lot with the drama in the fight.
Don't hate Peter just because I'm a Jake Pauler. Jake Pauler, stand up.
When you have a lot of emotions when you're there, when you're in the fight, like when everybody's watching me whoop Dutch guy's ass, there'll be a lot of emotion, even though we're not professionals. And hashtag pray for Dutch guy. Oh, former LFA heavyweight champion here. Jeff Hughes, I didn't realize he's former LFA heavyweight champion.
If you're LFA, do you maybe go to Fight Pass or try to get on DAZN? Or I was thinking maybe Fight TV too.
I'm guessing Fight Pass is going to... somebody should offer him some money because they're at the top of the food chain.
And Dana takes a lot of fighters from the LFA, so it makes sense to put him on Fight Pass because not only does he bring him straight to the big show, but he has a lot of LFA fighters on the Contender Series as well.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, well, yeah, they're basically, it's been the recruiting ground. I would almost compare it to, it's kind of like WEC, except for the WEC kind of had a different thing going because they had some different weight classes than the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at Rob Iman says LFA on ESPN Plus.
Okay, I could see that too.
They might be able to get a deal on it too.
Water Walker, go ahead and kick rocks, dude. Go play with yourself in traffic.
I missed what was going on, but it looks like you guys were on top of it. So
He's making sleazy women beating jokes. That's just fucking trash.
Oh, yeah, no, he can just stay away.
We respect women as much as we love them and talk about how beautiful they are. We still respect them on this channel.
Yes.
Greg Brinstone, Oklahoma stomping UCLA. Yeah, I kind of figured that. UCLA, it looks like they have a terrible team this year.
Yes, Denise says block him, and we will do that. Oh, I can't block him until he comes out of timeout, and then he'll be blocked. That's kind of a... Yeah.
Come on, man. If it was anybody else besides you, my friend. Todd Duffee rocking the Justin Bieber haircut.
Oh, Jesus. Comedic genius. Come on. Come on, comedic. Oh, man.
So I said if it was anyone besides comedic.
We let you get away with so much, comedic. He's... Why do we continue to let him get away? He gives us laughs, I guess. He's like the Dave Chappelle of Fights with Friends. Like the poor man's Dave Chappelle.
And I'll give Comedic all the respect in the world. He's loyal. He'll fight for us too.
Exactly. He's earned it. Denise says, yeah, why? Okay. Comedic privilege. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's been on the border a couple times. He did get his wrench taken away, Denise, if that makes you feel better. He was a moderator for a short time. Even Denise is laughing. It's all jokes.
Giving Comedic Genius a wrench is like giving me a piece of cake and not expecting me to eat it.
Oh, Jesus, Comedic.
Although, if Wyatt's still on here, update on my losing weight battle. I'm down 27 pounds now.
Yes.
In 3 months.
Great job, sir. You give a hand to Billy. That's awesome, man.
Trying to lose one more fold in the back there, and maybe one of the triple chins I have.
Hey, 27. Just do the math, man. 27 pounds at a time times 4. You do that 4 times, you're looking pretty good. And then it's all downhill.
And honestly, I think the biggest thing was stopping drinking sodas and eating white bread.
That's a lot of empty calories. There's Wyatt. Yeah, I wish you were closer to me to work out. I've been actually enjoying working out, but it's made it easier for me because I'll hit my GPS and it'll say like 45 minutes to get home, but then it'll say like 20 minutes to my gym because it's not by a busy exit. So I'm like, oh, I kind of have to go to the gym. I don't want to be in traffic for 45 minutes, and then rush hour's over. So
right. I felt like it's not too late to try to prolong my life and change my lifestyle habits, you know?
Exactly. Hey, what about that 78 people watching? Everybody make sure and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you're notified whenever I go live, like right after this for Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King.
Todd Duffee shaved his head since the weigh-ins. He had long hair yesterday.
That's it.
Well, not long hair, but longer hair.
Oh, I probably didn't want to get it pulled. All right, guys. Did you hear? It's flu season. Flu season's coming up. You hear it in the grocery stores everywhere, guys, and they're trying to push you on the flu shots. And I'm not going to get into that and say, you know, yay or nay. It made me sick, and they called me a liar. But man, Immune from Onnit. They got Shroom Tech Immune is incredible. I'll take that. I don't take flu shots. I take my vitamins, my supplements, my Alpha Brain for my brain to be optimized. And Onnit's always got our back. Onnit.com/fights with friends. I want to say they were like our first sponsor. Definitely one of our very first. So been a loyal sponsor for a while. Make sure and check out your Onnit.
Bruce Buffer's rocking a pretty classy coat tonight. Or jacket.
Oh, yeah, he is. Who's getting married?
Probably his brother for the 5th time.
Oh, I didn't realize he'd had a lot of... Did he just keep getting married so he could announce his own wedding?
I have no idea. It just sounded good.
Oh, Jeff Hughes, 10-2 out of Independence, Ohio, -125 favorite. Former LFA heavyweight champion, 251 pounds.
Hey, Nigel. Long time no see, buddy. How are you doing?
And in the red corner out of Las Vegas, Nevada, with a record of 9-3, -105 underdog, making his long-awaited return,
Todd
Duffee.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Everybody's smiling. It's Todd Duffee. He either knocks somebody out or he gets knocked out. It's a guarantee every single time. I don't even have to knock on wood. Somebody's going to get knocked out right now. Wow. Jeff, wow, the referee is excited for Duffee coming back too. Did you hear that? Let's fight.
Duffee charging at him.
And I forgot my time clock. Surprise, surprise. 4:45 left in the first round here.
Goes for the takedown.
Oh, right uppercut and right hook from Duffee. I'm at 4:30 now.
Somehow I'm way ahead of you now.
Oh, weird. Duffee goes to the takedown. Yeah, I got behind.
I'm at 4:07.
Oh, wow.
So I'll shut up.
Oh, there we go. Now I'm at 4. Okay, I went ahead. I'm glad I didn't miss anything. Okay, I'm at 3:50 right now.
Now you're ahead of me by 2 seconds.
All right.
And away we go.
Oh, nice knee from Duffee in the left hand, right hook. Duffee can definitely burn himself out, though. Big left hook and a right hand from Hughes.
Oh, big right hand. Duffee ate it like he's eating Cheerios for breakfast, though.
Straight left from Duffee. Right hook to the body and up to the head for Duffee. Another, eye poke. Right hook, eye poke combo there for Duffee.
Huh.
Might have even thrown in a little headbutt there, too. Knee to the body. Todd Duffee's kind of like comedic genius. When he throws in a foul here and there, it's kind of like, it's Duffee. It's okay this time.
But the big question is, does Todd Duffee like fat chicks?
Hey, big, beautiful women, Billy, I believe is what they prefer to be called. Let's be politically correct here.
I said fat with the PH, kid.
There we go. All right, nice left there from Duffee. Oh, couple of big left hooks from Hughes, and Duffee took it right on the chin. Low leg kick from Hughes. Big right hand from Duffee, and Hughes is floored. There's the power of Duffee.
Hughes went into wrestling mode after that punch.
I'm so happy to see this guy back in the UFC.
This is the third time Duffee's tried that double, and he has not been able to get it to work yet. Hughes has got the standing 15.
Oh, his right eye is effed. Duffee's right eye is bad. I don't know when he got caught. Oh, it's underneath his. Wow, it's really leaking. Luckily, it's not. I don't think it's leaking into his eye, so that's good. But that's a bad cut. Oh, head kick from Hughes and a right hand from Duffee. Left hook and a right hand. Duffee blitzing, right uppercut, right hand. Another big right hand for Duffee. Hughes is hurt. Duffee ate the head kick and comes back with big shots. What a war. Right hand for Duffee and a knee. Big shots, right uppercuts and hooks from Todd Duffee.
Duffee trying to finish this fight. The ref is in there close, too.
Hello.
Oh, man, this is a great fight.
Good. How's your day? Good.
What just happened?
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna bring stuff in the driveway, so I'm gonna move your car down to the.
Oh, is Jason down?
Well, he's not here yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just gonna move it. I'll bring it back.
Okay. Thanks.
What up to whoever's in the background?
Oh, that's my daughter getting keys. Love you, honey. She is getting my keys. We got some construction going on in the house.
Make good choices.
Oh, wow. They're looking at that cut above his eye of Duffee.
He got poked in the eye.
Oh, okay. He's asking you all right. Oh, no. Duffee just said I'm seeing double. That's not good. Don't ever tell him that.
The doctor will not take that lightly either.
Oh, man. He really poked him. You got to give him 5 minutes. They have to change the rules when it's an incidental eye poke. They got to give them 5 minutes, and you got to let them wipe their eyes. That's not an unfair advantage when you've been fouled.
Mike, the chat's saying if you give your daughter money, they'll give us likes. Make sure you give her money to go out with tonight.
All right, I just gave her $20 then.
There you go. You gave her a 20 spot. That way she has gas money.
No, we got construction going on at the house. I got a friend coming in. They just He just replaced my sink downstairs, the bath and shower to 2 of my 3 bathrooms, all 3 toilets, the plumbing and everything. So we're starting to get ready to sell. Now the doctor's looking. Come on, Duffee, you're good. You only see one doctor. Hit the one in the middle.
He does have a little cut above his left eye, too, though. You can see the mark.
He does. Duffee, hit the one in the middle. Cut me, Mickey. Cut me. He says, you okay to go? This doctor looks like an accountant. He looks like the IRS man from WWE. Remember IRS?
Yeah.
This guy's way too serious. This guy looks shady.
We're going to stop the fight, Mike.
No way. No.
They're stopping it.
Fuck.
Yep, they're stopping it.
Oh, excuse me.
It's over.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
No.
You called it right when he said he can see in double. You knew the doctor's not going to let him fight.
Duffee looks like an FBI agent. That guy inside the ring, he looked cagey. He looked shady. He looked like a KGB guy or something. I don't know.
That was on its way to being fight of the night, too.
Peter Ordinary says Michael Bisping lost his eye and didn't say shit.
Oh, look at that, though. Look at the replay. His thumb is in his eye.
Hello.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad eye poke.
Yeah, he stuck his thumb in his eye. That might have been...
The greatest line of the night, Daniel Cormier just said, who am I to judge an eye poke? The king of the eye poke. I'm sorry, I love Daniel Cormier, but I swear he must have poked Stipe in the eye 20 times in that second fight.
Wow, that's so disappointing. That was such an entertaining fight while it lasted.
Wow. I don't think it should be a disqualification. I think it's got to be a do-over. Now, you can't disqualify a guy and you didn't even take a point away.
No contest.
Yeah, it's got to be a no contest.
No contesto.
Who'd you lose respect for? For Duffee? Oh, DC. Oh, I got you. Yeah. DC got
Yeah, DC. I remember you calling the fight. He's like, he's eye poking him. Again. And again. He won't stop. He did it a bunch. You're right.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how many times it. Well, I mean, there comes a point where if you're him, you kind of be like, man, I'm getting away with this. They're not doing anything. So it's like, I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but what do you do?
That's true. All right, guys. Quick trivia question. What wrestling organization is Cain Velasquez currently in contract talks with?
Oh, I know this one.
What wrestling organization is Cain Velasquez currently in contract talks with?
Oh, let's hear the official decision. Unintentional foul. All right, so the correct decision there, I believe, no contest, doctor stoppage, but man, I'm so happy to see Todd Duffee back, and I'm glad to see Jeff Hughes in the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division is so anemic. We need both of those guys.
It is not AEW. There it is, Peter Ordinary, New Japan Pro Wrestling. So 1,000 points for Peter.
Oh,
we have
really?
a three-way
I didn't know that. I knew he just fought in, I always want to say, what is it? Macho Libre? It's not Macho Libre.
AAA is where he fought.
Where?
AAA, it's the Mexican wrestling organization.
Oh, okay, but they call it something like Mucho Libre or something. I always
No,
want
it's
to say
called...
that,
He fought for AAA, and now he's in contract talks with New Japan, which is the biggest. It's like the WWE of Japan. So right now we have Shoujo, Experiencer, and Peter, all with 1,000 points. And now that we have a little break in the action, I'll ask the next question I have written down here.
All right, throw another one out there.
All right, refresh in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Luce
Who did
Libre.
Conor
Thank you.
McGregor defeat in his UFC debut? Who did Conor McGregor defeat in his UFC debut?
Nope, still to come, Dean. 2 more fights, I believe.
Once again, the question was, who did Conor McGregor defeat in his UFC debut?
Oh, and Uriah Rodriguez says, I think Jeremy Stevens is from the old era. Yep, Nikita Krylov versus Glover Teixeira next, Dean, and then Cerrone and Gaethje.
Clyde got it. It was Marcus Brimage. So now it's a 4-way tie on my scorecard. Mike, you have any questions?
Who got it? Sorry?
Clyde did.
Clyde,
It was
all
Marcus
right.
Brimage.
1,000 points for Clyde.
If you don't have one, I got another one I can throw out now. It's another who beat who question.
All right.
Who defeated Frankie Edgar to win the UFC lightweight title? Who beat Frankie Edgar to take the lightweight title away from him?
You only
And here's
lose
a
it
hint.
once?
What's that?
You only lose it once? I think I know who this is.
Yeah, he lost it to this guy. Waiting to see who gets it. And if you need a hint, he's no longer in the UFC.
Yeah, I think somebody's got it. Greg Brimstone, it looks like first.
It hasn't come up on mine. What did he say?
Benson Henderson.
Yep.
Yep, there it is. Greg Brimstone with 2,000 points.
Oh, we already had 1,000?
Yep.
All right, so Greg's in the lead then with 2,000. And then 4 others with 1,000. And we still have commercials, so I'll just keep going down this list.
All right, guys, real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Robin Hood finally got back to me. No. I don't know why I didn't have the right link before, but get your free stock at Robinhood. Like I said, may not be around for a while. Remember, they were gone for quite a while, so I thought a bunch of people missed out on the free stock. If you haven't got it yet, get them while they're hot. Get them while they're here.
Did they just recently contact you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually asked them how in the hell they make money, and I kind of got a roundabout answer, but I don't care because they give free stocks.
All right, guys, refresh those browsers in 5 seconds. This one's going to be a speed test, and it's about fighter nicknames. All right, the question is, what UFC fighter fought with the nickname Cupcake? What UFC fighter fought with the nickname Cupcake?
That's a speed test. Oh, you bet on Krylov. Good for you, Wyatt. Yes, Kyle Woodward, free stocks. They give you, so it's like a lottery ticket. They'll have three things in front of you, and you virtually scratch one of them off, and you get a free stock depending on which one that is.
Which UFC fighter fought with the nickname of Cupcake?
Tyson fight, that card is at 8 o'clock. The Tyson Fury fight. What's up, Clan? Clyde says I got it first.
Misha Tate. So now Shoujo and Greg Brimstone are in the lead with 2,000 points. And I have 5 questions left, Mike, on my thing.
Shoujo had it, yep. All right.
Should I save the other 5 for the main event?
You can go and throw another one out now.
Because I have another nickname one.
All right, go for it.
Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. This is a speed test, and he switched his nickname since this, but his original nickname was Nightmare. His original nickname, this fighter's original nickname was Nightmare.
Oh, that's a good one. He's an OG.
Yeah, my chat's way behind yours, Mike, so just tell me when the right answer comes up.
Okay, there it is. Oh, Don Magic Wand got it. Are we going with first or last? Did you say at the beginning?
It doesn't matter.
I've been going with either. All right, Shoujo, third one of the night. Then he got it. Diego.
All right, Shoujo.
All right, and Dean says, does that stock allow you to have an account where you can purchase other stocks? Yes, it does. It allows you to purchase free stocks. Thanks for asking, Dean. Free cryptocurrency, and they also just started a new service for $5 a month with real-time trading. I used to pay $10 per trade with E-Trade back in the day. I've spent well over $100 in a month on trades through E-Trade, and now for $5 a month, I mean that's a hell of a deal. No, you can purchase stocks, but you get a free stock for signing up. Did I say something strange? Probably. Nikita Krylov versus Glover Teixeira. I thought Glover was kind of, out to pasture a couple years ago, and he had a surprising win in there somewhere. I can't remember. I think he lost his last one. Oh, Don Magic 1. On yours, it says you got it first probably, but on mine, it's got Shoujo was just before you. If you refresh, you'll see him.
All right, refresh, guys. I have another fighter nickname, and I guarantee this one's going to take a while. Unless you really know fighters from like 2006. All right, guys. This fighter's nickname was Sick Dog. This former UFC fighter's nickname was Sick Dog.
I'm not even sure who this one is. What's up, Robert Christian in the house? Co-main event, guys, from Ukraine. Here comes Nikita Krylov.
I'll be really impressed with whoever gets this one right.
I got Krylov by finish on this one, and Wyatt's got money on it. Who's everybody got on this?
I got Glover by an upset TKO.
All right. Well,
there it is. Greg Brimstone. Holy crap. Hector Sick Dog Ramirez. I am so impressed.
Wow. That's 3 for Greg. Brimstone in the lead.
He's tied with Shoujo. They both have 3.
The old dog Glover, yep.
Hector Sick Dog Ramirez used to come out with a chain because he trained with Rampage.
Yep, I remember the Sandman. James Irvin was for a short time was young David's favorite fighter, but I think he was so young he just liked the name of the Sandman. Fastest knockout by head kick in UFC history for Krylov, 25 seconds. Highest striking rate in UFC light heavyweight history, 5.5 strikes per minute.
I didn't think anyone was going to get that question, Mike. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a pretty tough. I didn't know it. It sounded familiar after you said it, but I would not have guessed it. Come on, comedic. Jeez.
All right, I'm going to step away and refresh my drink. I'll be right back.
All right. We scold comedic, but then we laugh. So, and here comes Glover Teixeira. Good walkout music. Welcome to the jungle. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. That would get you in trouble quicker than anything, unfortunately, is music. Valentin Castrino, yeah. I don't think you Googled it. First fighter with the quickest knockout. Oh, Nikita Krylov, 25-second, fastest head kick knockout in 25 seconds. Yep, welcome to the jungle. Oh, Tank Abbott was a beast. Robert Kerrigan, it seems like, you know, they said the fastest knockout was from Dwayne Beg Ludwig, before Jorge Masvidal, 6 seconds. I had thought Tank Abbott also had a 6-second knockout, but I looked back on SureDog, and I guess I was wrong. Glover Teixeira, 9th ranked light heavyweight in the world, tied for most UFC light heavyweight finishes in the modern era with 10. I did not realize that. Yeah, young David's favorite fighter back in the day was the Sandman. My daughter's favorite fighter was the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. Oh, Tyson Fury. He's so cagey, man. His defense is just so beautiful. Nikita Krylov, 27 years old, 6'3". Glover Teixeira, 12 years his elder at 39, 6'2". Krylov will have an 1.5-inch reach advantage at 77.5, both right at the right around the 205 limit. Co-main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fury hasn't fought yet. Come on, Water Walker. Didn't we kick Water Walker out for some reason? Weren't we going to kick him out? Was that the guy? Fury got dropped, though. Fury hasn't fought yet. Oh, knocked out Chemo in 8 seconds. You were there. Oh, nice. It was 8 seconds then. That's right. I don't think they're very good on the clock. Oh, no, I just put you in timeout, Clyde. Number 9th ranked light heavyweight in the world out of Danbury, Connecticut. He is a plus 110 underdog. The Brazilian Glover Teixeira. Wilder's more dangerous than Fury. Oh, he's definitely more dangerous. He's more dangerous than anybody. Yves Lavigne will be the referee. Thank God, a good referee. Wow, and Glover says, I want to fight and beat people up until I'm 50 years old. I don't think I'm real happy about that. I don't really go for that idea. Rumble is coming back. He's not fighting Jones in his first. And again, they didn't have the little noise to tell when the round was going to start. So I'll just let you know where I'm at. Oh, Teixeira throwing bombs. Low leg kick there for Krylov. I got 4:35 left in the first round. Teixeira catches a kick going for the takedown. Teixeira's got a single leg, and he's got it down to the ground. Teixeira, he getting wiser in his old age. He's been going for more submissions and more takedowns. Not just boxing like he did back in the day. And I think having that shoulder surgery that he had not too long ago really maybe prolonged his career.
You could be right.
Left hook to the body, left hook to the head for Teixeira, but I see some blood coming out of the face of Teixeira. I'm not sure if it's on the forehead or where it is yet, because his head is in the face of, or in the chest of Krylov's. Oh, maybe
Looks
not.
like the game plan was to take him down, though.
Maybe it was just like a camera blur or something. Maybe I'm just seeing red tonight. Big rights there from Teixeira. And maybe this is Teixeira's new game. Get on top. And he's got the back. He's got Krylov's back. Teixeira could get the submission here. He's got hooks in.
Been out.
What's up, Etard Adventures? How you doing?
Glover's going to try to flatten him out here.
Hall won. Hall won a split decision against Shoeface, who Shoeface basically did nothing.
Glover's looking good so far. Good punches.
Krylov trying to get the wrist control to get out of this. Oh, and he drops Teixeira, and Krylov ends up on top. I got 2:10 left here in the first. Krylov with the mount. This could be bad for Teixeira. Hammer fist lands for Krylov. Another hammer fist holding his hand over the mouth of Teixeira. Something I think a lot more guys should take advantage of, honestly. And now Krylov has Teixeira's back, but Teixeira gets up. And Krylov will not get a Kimura on Teixeira. Teixeira's way too... Oh, he's going for a choke here, though. Oh, he might have it. He's under the neck. He's got it. I think Krylov's got this.
Wow.
Oh, he is really gripping Teixeira in a lot of pain. Teixeira muscling out of this. He might get out. Wow, that was very deep. Krylov got his back, and Teixeira, I can't see where his head is, but he got on top now. I think he's out. Wow, what an escape from Teixeira. I thought he was done for. Oh, knee to the body and an elbow there from Krylov, though. Back to the center of the cage. Krylov goes for the head kick. Teixeira blocks it. Krylov, one of the best head kicks in the light heavyweight division. Oh, goes for a big elbow. Does Krylov. Teixeira ducks underneath it. That was a huge gash on the head of Glover. And Glover lands a big right hook in the left hand. I'm not sure if Krylov was off balance or if he was hurt. Krylov counters Teixeira off the miss. Front kick to the body, right hand combo for Krylov.
It's been a very interesting first round.
Yeah, it has. Oh, big right hand and a left hook for Teixeira. 10 seconds left in the first round. Another left hook from Teixeira. Oh, front kick to the body and a combo upstairs from Krylov. That's a hard first round to score. Both guys did a lot of good stuff.
I think I might give it to Glover.
You're right, Kyle Woodward. This fight and then Cowboy. Yeah, that was a great round. Yeah, I think I'll slightly give it to Glover, too. Yeah, that was an incredible round, though. We've had a couple really good rounds tonight. That and then the fight that ended in one round. Not Misha Cirkunov. Crute. No, it was Misha Cirkunov and Jimmy Crute.
So now, if you go over, do you try to go for a takedown again?
I think so.
I do too.
I think it's Krylov's kryptonite.
Especially with Krylov's stand-up game. If Glover can avoid the punishment, it's the smartest, avenue to the victory.
6 seconds. Oh, jeez. Oh, Teixeira coming out, throwing shots.
Did you get the clock or no?
I'm 5 seconds off. So I'm 5 seconds ahead of that clock. Glover via retirement, says Olden. Oh, big right hand over the top there for Glover Teixeira. Krylov, he's lost balance several times on the last few minutes. Lands a nice body kick there, but Teixeira, he needs to take advantage of those things. Oh, both guys land shots upstairs. Krylov lands a low leg kick in there.
You know, we never got to see Glover in his prime because he couldn't get a visa to get into the United States for a long time.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. They need to be able to get these athletes over here quicker. Yes, everybody, please hit that like button. What an exchange. Make sure and hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring that bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new video. Or go live like tonight for the return of the Gypsy King Tyson Fury. Big shots from Teixeira.
Block that water walker guy now. I've had it.
Yeah, I think I was supposed to remove... I think I meant to remove him earlier. Another big exchange. Oh, knee to the head there for Krylov. Right hook and the head kick lands for Krylov. Glover still standing. Krylov landed a couple shots afterwards, though, and Glover continuing to come forward. Both guys land right hand simultaneously. They did a good job on Glover's cut in the corner in between rounds. But it's starting to open up again, I think. Another right hand there for Krylov. Another right hand from Krylov. Big left hook. Yeah, Glover maybe needs to go for another takedown. Low leg kick for Krylov. Oh, big overhand right for Teixeira and a big combination. Krylov's chin's really been tested in this fight. He's taken some big shots from Glover. I mean, 27 years old, he's still got a lot of time to improve. Another big overhand right from Glover, though. Yeah, I think that shoulder surgery was really a big thing. I think it was really bothering Glover for a while. Oh, big body kick for Glover. Torn rotator cuff, I believe. 92 of you beautiful bastards in here. Thank you very much. Everybody, please make sure and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. And still to come, Justin Gaethje, Donald Cerrone. Big combination from Krylov. Left hook up top for Teixeira. This has been a good round for Krylov, though.
I agree, Kyle. The next fight's going to be fire.
What's up, Jim Archibald? I don't believe we froze. I can't see the likes, though, on mine. That's strange. Oh, there we go. 62-2. That's a good ratio. And Krylov gets the takedown in half guard now.
30 seconds to go on my clock.
Been a very good round for Krylov. I got 20 seconds right now. Oh, and I forgot to even change the round. I'm slacking. Big elbow from the top there from Krylov. And this round was pretty much all Nikita Krylov.
So on my scorecards, it's going to be even 1-1 going into the third round.
That's how I have it. So whoever wins this last round, if somebody doesn't get the finish. Arcade Chaos in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you. What's up, Machadi?
Arcade got here just in time for the main event.
Yes, he did. All right, third round. There, Nelson in the house. What's going on, my friend?
Quick question to the chat room. Is anyone watching the shows Power or Mayans? Because they're my two favorites right now.
That's funny. I was just, you must have been reading my mind. I wasn't going to talk about those shows, but I was going to talk about some shows I watched. Wow, just the second time to the third round for Nikita Krylov in his 33rd pro fight. Wow, there was a time Glover Teixeira, I think, was like 40-0 with 40 finishes or something like that. Maybe not 40-0, but somewhere around there. All right, fight clock is, it's very close. It's like 3 seconds. Oh, right hook and a left hand there for Teixeira. I'm at 4:45 now. Okay. Glover going for a guillotine. He drops. He might get this. He's got a lot of leverage. He's got to get that other hand over there. He does. He has both hands. Very uncomfortable place for Nikita. Krylov's flopping like a fish here. Now, I think... Oh, and he gets out. He rips the hand away. And Krylov in the half guard. Guys get caught with guillotines a lot less than they used to. Nice shot.
It's hard to finish in the third round with a guillotine, too.
Yeah, I think a lot of those guillotines back in the day that guys would get caught in, I think a lot of it was panic. And now I think guys have seen it so many times. A lot of it's just that they're calmer. And if you're a strong, like, light heavyweight, a lot of times you can rip that wrist off if you get a good angle.
Yeah.
Comedic genius, I really hope you were in the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese.
That's too funny.
How's the Wi-Fi at the Chuck E. Cheese? Comedic.
Careful, comedic. Little kids pee in those ball pits.
Oh, nice right hook from the top here for Teixeira. I think Teixeira kind of has to try to play the ground game in this round because he lost the last round badly. He's landing shots to the body and the head here on the ground.
Halfway through the final round.
Oh, Krylov. I thought Teixeira might get a submission there, but Krylov steps out of it. Now Krylov going for the takedown. Oh, nice elbows here from Teixeira. 4 in a row. Krylov, bad mistake here going for that takedown, leaving his head right in the position Teixeira to land those elbows. Teixeira lands another one. You can knock a guy out bad like that. Well, he needs to move his head to the other side. He got hit with another elbow. Krylov needs to move his head to the right side when he goes for that takedown. Especially since Glover, I believe, is right-handed.
This round's still up for grabs.
What's up, Hypnos? Cowboy Gaethje has to be one of the best fan fights in a long time. Oh yeah, that's a gift to the hardcores and the casuals and all fight fans. Oh, Glover going for another guillotine here, but it's not there. Krylov's going to be out of here in just a second. Doesn't have the angle.
Not even close.
They're making this round hard to score, though, because now Krylov's on top. In the open guard is Krylov. If he finishes on top, pounding Glover, it could be hard for Glover to get a decision. Nice elbow to the body for Krylov. I think there are some belts, Kyle, but not the WBC, WBA, or IBF. I believe Tyson Fury is the Ring Magazine heavyweight champion, which, believe it or not, is kind of the most respected world championship belt right now, even though it's kind of not as official. It's not an actual commission. Oh, Krylov's got the back of Teixeira. Oh, and Teixeira ducks out. Interesting transition there, but Glover ends up on top.
Round, though.
Very close round, man. Rob Iman says 29-28 Krylov.
I agree.
Yeah, I got it the same way.
I'm not impressed by Krylov in that fight, though. I was expecting a lot more, but I think he's going to win, and Wyatt's going to win his bet.
Yeah, I want him to win just so Wyatt gets his money, if anything. But yeah, Glover, he had more left than I thought he did. And, but yeah, Krylov, I mean, he had some moments in the second round, but that's pretty much it. Baddest Gangster. It'd be a painful fight for Baddest Gangster or 165 belt for Diaz Masvidal. Did they used to have pay-per-views without championship fights as the header? It seems like they did. Maybe it's been a really long time.
When Matt Hughes fought Hoist Gracie, there was no title on the line.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. So this is just kind of a new thing that they're like they have to have a title on the line. What's up, John Dickinson? Yeah, this is going to be a hell of a fight. This is going to be a contender for Fight of the Year. I still have a clear favorite for Fight of the Year so far, Billy, and that was Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
All right, here's the decision. Split decision. Glover, Teixeira, and Krylov kind of looked like he knew what was coming.
I wonder how pissed Wyatt is right now.
I don't know, but when you looked at their faces, Glover, he didn't seem real worried, and Krylov, he kind of looked like...
Yeah, he shook his head like, yeah, I could see that. You know, that's weird.
Huh. Yeah, I disagree with that, even though, like I said, I wasn't real impressed with Nikita either. And that's the second time Wyatt's really been screwed by the judges on a bet. He got screwed on Sakai versus Arlovsky.
Yeah. Well, what this does confirm is that Glover's definitely not hanging it up. He just beat the number 10 light heavyweight in the world in Krylov, so. And he's top 5 with most light heavyweight wins in UFC history.
Yes. I think we got some freezing on the stream here. Is everybody else freezing?
I can't tell, mine's so far behind.
Hopefully it's just me. It's just like circling now. So everybody hang tight if your stream is freezing.
Yep, mine's circling now too.
Do not pull me, UFC. The lapse time's still going, so nobody go anywhere.
Nope, mine's not spinning no more. We're good on mine.
Okay.
Nope, it's spinning again. Sorry.
That's weird. My stream house says green. Oh, fuck. I think we're getting kicked.
And everybody watching is just diving. It went from 90 to 72 like nothing. Now it's down to 70.
I think we might be cut.
Now we're down to 60. The chat's still going, but No one's saying what's going on in the chat or nothing. Oh, now they are. Comedic just said Mikey.
Yeah, I see that. It says my signal is perfect. Come on.
Right before the main event, too.
Come on. You would think ESPN is owned by Google.
I'm going to reload and see if that does anything else.
Well, probably not if everybody else is not seeing it, though. Still says live now. It says 37 watching.
Yeah, we were almost at 100 like 4 minutes ago.
Oh, of course.
It's having a friend as a partner with a plan built specifically for you.
Can people hear me and you talking?
Still fucking frozen. Fuck! Alright, guys. It still says green on mine. It still says green for the health stream. So...
You should write in the chat technical difficulties, working on it real fast.
I think it's just the surge. Oh, so it says, hang in there, he's coming back. Okay. Hope so. I should see if young David just started something extremely taxing on our internet. I'm going to stop the stream here for just a minute, just to see what happens. Crap, man. Alright. Well, I'm watching a lot of my own commercials. Every time I refresh it. Everybody just watch the whole commercial. We'll have time.
I just put in this, and they said no, they can't hear us.
Oh, great. Oh, comedic, please don't do that. Comedic, I had to. Can't joke like that.
I just wrote, hold on, guys, be right back.
Yeah.
Might have to restart. The good thing is we have like 5 to 10 minutes before the main event starts. Because they still got to do the promo package and the walk-ins.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to cut it. Dang it. Alright. Well,